Do you see that? Because that's what an idiot she is. Underneath there is 2239. That means she's been sent the message. She's got somebody to do it and send it across and then forward it onto you. She's obviously put the person's name as AS Police, changed the number at the top, the time, because the people need it, but she's forgot to obviously blank out the bottom where it's got 2239. So what she has done yet again, right, is try and make out she's this fucking good person. Obviously, while this woman's still passed away in a grave with kids, right, she's made out that it's her, and that's fake. This is the kind of sicko that she's done. So please let me know. This woman's a wrong one. But look at that. She supports Toxic Dan. She was in that Chaotic Queen's box. So it proves what a sick individuals these people are. And they're all going to get the karma. They really, really are. I've got so much more over the last few days over this fucking Ginger Gemini, Barbara Meakin, now calls herself fucking Tara, as you know. Her name's not even Tara. The absolute wrong. And he's unreal. And for you people who do not know this, guys, she had a child taken off her. They give her the option of get off the narcotics or we'll take your son. He got taken away. Okay, she literally left one of her children in the home with a broken arm and said she can't get to the hospital, she can't go. Instead, she came on live saying to her followers, do you think his arm's broken? His arm was like a balloon. That's the first thing. Then she's wishing on unalive on people. Then she's been trolling me on an account called Fresh Clips. So when you see an account called Fresh Clips, guys, please go around and see it. That's been trolling my dead mum, my dead brother, saying the worst and all my. That is her. She has always had that account, so that's Barbara. That's Ginger Gemini. She said, I know it's her. She's been messaging me loads of times, and even the way she types and everything, it's her. She's a sicko. This is the one I mentioned, the death of my child as well, my mum, and then comes in here and makes out she's a great person. Then I've got videos of her and messages where she's threatening to go around to Hayley commentate. She's going to send men around to fill her in. She's going to go and fill her in. She's an absolute reprobate of a woman. She's a wrong one, and she literally cost this woman her life, and that is factual. She cost this woman her life. She ain't a good egg. So there you go. You've been found out, you absolute cretin. Yet again, using this dead woman's name for clout, trying to make out that, you know what I mean, it was you when you were the abuser. I've even showed you the article where a ex-partner wrote to a reporter and said, listen, this is not true. Please call me, because what she said is wrong, and it's her who did it to my partner who's now unalive. She's not here anymore. So please, you know what I mean? And I've got the message. And this is why I had a chat the other day about going to the real authorities to have a voice for Chloe. Because one thing I can do, is get Chloe a voice. You know what I mean? I can reach out to a paper. Talia knows loads and loads of reporters and people in the mainstream media. That's what Talia really does. And especially because she's got Brian too. I can have this article. When I speak to Ty, and I will, which is her ex-partner, I'm going to say, do you want this in the mainstream media, papers? If you do, we can do this. And then we'll just air it on there, what and sick individual she is. Because I can tell you what, when that does it, the newspapers in Northern Ireland, she'll be run out. Because the Northern Irish people will not have that. Are straight up facts. That she's a wrong one. I bet the Northern Irish people don't know she's had a child taken off her. I bet they don't know that she left her son there with a broken arm. Do you know what I mean? And she's from County Downpatrick in Northern Ireland, just so you all know. But I ain't finished with you. I have not finished with you, Tara. This is just the beginning for what you did to Hayley, what you've done to Chloe, what you've done to your kids. I haven't started with you, you know what I mean? You'll never get any clout. You're a wrong and you're always in his box. You're always jumping around trying to get a bit of support. How people support you as well. You're another one of them wrong uns. All right, but this is just the sickest of the sick. What you're going to do now that you've been found out? What you're going to do now you've been found out? 2239 that was sent. What are you going to do? You're going to make up another lie. Disappear. Disappear, go away, never come on TikTok again. Big up Horror Queen. Disappear, never ever come back again. And then, do you know what I mean? Maybe, just maybe, you can sail away into the dust and people can forget you. But the more you're on this app, the more I'm going to expose you to who you are. And if you do care about your family and that, what I would do is go and get some rehab, go and see a counsellor, get your head right, psychologically right, and obviously concentrate on your kids, because you're not getting a platform on here. All you're doing is spreading hate and chaos and saying the sicky stuff about my mum, about my family, about people's weights, threatening Hayley, making this lady take her own life. You're a sick individual. And if you like that with other human beings, what you like with your kids? I've got no room for sick people, do you know what I mean? One thing about me, when I weren't in a good place mentally, I went out and got therapy. I had problems, you know what I mean, and sorted myself out, do you know what I mean, when I wasn't good mentally. You're a lunatic. You're an evil woman. You need to sort yourself out, and quickly, because it ain't going to end well for you. It really isn't. And nobody in Northern Ireland knows what you've done yet, but they will do. And I've got a reach, and it will reach. Don't forget, Luke will support me, and many of these other creators will support me too, if I ask them to. I haven't asked any favours yet, but a lot of them will do me a favour, remember that. and I'll make sure it reaches everywhere. You're a wrong 'un. And this is disgusting what you've done. Absolutely disgusting. I cannot believe after Sunday that you're still on this app, still jumping in Chaotic Queen's boxes and all that thing. Toxic Dan won't protect you. He won't be around for much. Pearl won't let you allow you in the box anymore now seeing this. Misread, Luke, none of them got not any time for you, sick. But like I said, I ain't finished with you. Well, if I leave the app, right, all I want is to keep outing and abusing. I mean, fucking showing people about your abuse and what you've done to Chloe, and show everyone your abuser. That's what I'm going to do. I'll show everyone that what a proper abuser you are. Yeah, well, hopefully that they stay gone. They stay gone. All right. I had a lot of phone calls yesterday about them too. Yesterday. They've got one chance and one chance only, right? Message the ARC agency, apologise today. You'd have to be today, and apologise for what you've said and what you've done and allowing them creatures in your box. Apologise, you know what I mean? Obviously apologise to Talia too for putting these people in your boxes after what they said about our child and about our kids. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll leave you to be. I'll leave you to be. But like I said, it's up to you. It don't bother me in the slightest. You've got a couple of hours to do it. You know what I mean? Message the ARC, do the right thing and apologise. Because if that was me, I'll be apologising. But what you did, it's unacceptable. Like I said, things get taken off the app. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me, what the threats and that was made yesterday. It's disgusting. Anyway, we move on. Let's play this video of Luke. Anyway, guys, who's this? So now when people are calling people heifers and massive people and criticising people's weights, let me just play a song for this man. Who is this? Anyone tell me who this is? Who's this, guys? Who's that, people?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, ignition.
Can't even make this up, guys. I cannot even make it up. Thank you, Paul. Guys, everyone tap a chair, please. Let's get these populars in. Yes, Toxic Dan. Toxic Dan. Can't believe I want to see that. No way. No way. Crazy. Big up, Jojo. Exactly. Just not real life. Exactly. How you doing? Marvelling. Big up, Nicky, how you doing? Yeah, here's one for you, Super Nick. Look who that is. I hope you're getting this on screen records, guys. And everyone put it out there, what Toxic Dan looks like. This is Dan. Is he Blobby? Yeah, Dan Blobby. Jimmy Five Bellies. I told you it was Jimmy Five Bellies, didn't I? Now, this geezer's got the audacity to criticise Misread. Big up, Jock, my bro. Criticise Misread. Yeah, I get pinned. Everyone give Jock a follow, guys. He's a good friend of mine and he does a lovely little FYP show. Very, very polite gentleman. Give him a follow. If you see him live, please jump in and say hello to him. Yeah, but listen, he goes on about Donna and speaks about Misread and criticises her weight. He's criticised Talia's weight. He's criticised Brigham's weight. He's criticised my weight. And this is the geezer. And the only reason he's lost a few pounds is because he now can afford Manjaro because of you lot. That's the truth. This is Dan. Now, I mean, the Dan you see now is a guy who's on Manjaro. You see, he's still quite a big man. You know what I mean? I showed you a video yesterday. He's quite overweight. He's a very big fella. He just hides it with a filter on. He's Botoxed off it. You know what I mean? He has, and that's, you know what I mean. And his filters are up to the max. But this is the real Dan, Toxic Dan. This was the real Dan up until less than a year ago because you lot started gifting him. So now what can he do? He can start affording to, you know what I mean, afford the Manjaro and everything else. How dare he go on about Donna's weight? My weight tallies right, and when he looks like that. And the only reason he don't is because, the marching powder, because we all know he loves a bit of marching powder, but also the Manjaro. Big up, Virgo. Thank you. So we cannot say anything about everyone. This, you know what I mean, this sick, twisted man. So yeah, guys, please take a few screenshots of that. Put it out there. This is the real toxic Dan. This is Daniel Hart, which is not even his real name. This is who he is. This is Daniel Hart. Hopefully, Daniel said he ain't coming back to the app. Will that happen? Big up Chippy for the potato. After what he said and what he's done, I very much doubt it. You know what I mean? Because this is his only form of income. Daniel cannot survive without TikTok. Remember that. So he would come on and say the horrid things. But I'll tell you one thing, what will happen here, he's going to end up losing a massive support network because of what he said and done. You know what I mean? Them big gifters won't stick around for him now. Because don't forget, I've been there. I haven't said half the things that Dan said, and I lost everybody. Do you know what I mean? So the women that walk away from them think, I can't deal with that. What you've said, I can't deal with you know what I mean? Because what will happen? All the gifters and the people they will be targets on the back. They'll be targeted. And believe me, when you've got the likes of Miss Reds, Luke the Judge, Alex Brigham's, Mike Crowd, Talia's crowd, you know what I mean, probably some of Angie's as well, when know what he said, because don't forget, a lot of them are mothers and grandmothers and fathers. You know what I mean? They're going to target him. He's made that rod for his own back because he's sick. I mean, when he mentioned what he did about the baby yesterday, about doing that to the baby's throat, like, he then started saying that Sally should unalive herself. Then he came on and started saying the sickest stuff about me. The day before, he was mentioning the death of my mum. You know what I mean? Do you understand how many phone calls about our family members and friends and cousins over what he said? He even said, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. And then he's going on like he's a gangster, shouting off people's names, like he's a big, and he's not. I think his supporters are scared to leave him because he's unhinged. But you know what? Poetic justice as well. If you do support Dan, come over here. Go over to Brigham's, go and watch Talia. We'll have you back, we'll support you. You know what I mean? We'll support you. And everything, if he tries to say anything about you, we'll break it down. You know what I mean? We'll embarrass him. He hasn't got intellect, Dan hasn't. He just works behind the scenes to do horrible stuff, and that's the kind of person he is. He picks up the phone to police and all social services, or that's all he does. You know what I mean? Or you try and find out your address, the doc's your address. That's all he's good at. He isn't good at anything else, you know what I mean? Because he hasn't got a brain cell. And that's why he has to retaliate with sick words, because he does not know how to fight battles without being sick. It's true. Thank you, Lennox. But that's the real toxic Dan. You know what I mean? Look at the size of him, so no disrespect. You cannot ever criticise anyone you hate when you look like that. You can't. And like I said, exactly his name says it, all toxic. Thank you, Lennox. You can't. And I mean, you cannot say because you had a little Manjaro now, you've got to weight shame people all the time. You can't, Dan. So yeah, I'd wind that neck in, and I wouldn't ever criticise, obviously, Miss Red again about her weight when you look like that. Straight up facts, all Talia, so forth. And I hope to God Donna plays this on the show tomorrow and just says that, you know what I mean? Because Dan criticise his weight, but you know what I mean? She should play it. Anyone who supports this should be called out. Exactly, Lottie. People already know where he is. It will be stopped, Virgo. It will be stopped. Anyone who says what he said has to have those already for 100% fire starter, 100%. And God bless you, mate, because I know you've been through a similar tragedy to me and Talia. God bless you, pal. Majority of his supporters are now on private accounts. Yeah, I wonder why. Because they're getting a backlash. Because what's happened is, and that's got nothing to do with me or Luke or anybody else. Or you know, what I mean, it's you mothers, you fathers, you grandmothers. I've seen that, and you're saying, "Oh, what the hell?" I seen somebody in the box today. I misread, who used to support Dan, and she was livid. She was absolutely livid and said, "I'm not supporting him anymore. It's disgusting. I don't care whether he comes for me. I mean, I won't be supporting him anyway. He's sick." But she was scared because she said, "Oh, he's going to come for me." But you're right. Some of you are scared that he's going to go for you. Believe me, this absolute sausage, I could do a lot more damage than him, and I'm not being that in a nasty way. He's not good enough to tie up my shoelaces, Luke's shoelaces, Talia's shoelaces, Miss Red's shoelaces, Alex's shoelaces, Angie's shoelaces. He's not. He really isn't. He's an idiot. Anyway, I was scared, Ricky. Well, Nikki, you've got us, and you've got a lot of love and support in here. Everyone give Nikki a follow as well. She's a good egg. And Firestarter, to be fair. He does his little FYP show. Give him a follow, guys. Can somebody pin Firestarter after? How you doing that? Yeah, exactly, our Gem. As you and Leslie and my mods are brilliant. Yeah, but listen, no one's going to go for you, Nick. We've got you, man. So don't worry about it, babes. You're part of the firm as well. You're part of the firm. So no fuckers going for you. Anyway, let's play this fucking what was said today.
Bringing him home, and he was only going there because Leland's got sensory issues. He loves being around animals, and he needed a bit of space. I brought him home. He's here with me now, flat out on the couch. I will be going checking on the animals. Leland will never be going to that house ever again.
They're still being left alone all day, though, aren't they? While he's on holiday, which I don't feel that. Well,
no, right. Leland was there all day yesterday. I kept going checking on him.
Is it responsible of Dan to want for a 15-year-old to go there when the house has been targeted and the things that he's been saying online? That's down to him. That's down to him. What's being said online. Yeah. That's down to him. No one else forced him to say it. He's a fucking wrong 'un. Sorry, your kid's there. Sorry.
I didn't know any of this were happening. I didn't until last night. I thought it was going to be fine. I thought the police had put a marker on the house.
Luke needs to sort out his fucking Wi-Fi, man. I swear to God, because he always does this.
One of his neighbours' numbers to contact in case, and I'm literally, I'm not round the corner, but I've got my phone on all the time. I would go and check on him. Leland was coming home at night time. I got him an Uber home last night. And
I can't listen to that. Let's try it again.
I was bringing him home, and he was only going there because Leland's got sense.
Just stop you there a minute, because I need to address something. Sorry, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Guys, the woman's got her son sat next to her, and you're asking her what happened to the kittens. We're talking about...
Right, so the kittens,
I'm not going to lie to you, something...
Leland went into the town centre with his girlfriend, and then he came home and he stayed at Rose's with Lola.
Where's the other video of Paris, guys? You know what I mean? Because she's put her account in private now. Did anyone get a screen recording of the of what she said? Because I need to obviously I need to break this down and address it, but I can't be listening to that. It sounds like the fucking Daleks. Yeah, exactly, Libby. This is my thoughts. This is my thoughts. Yeah, Tally's in here. Why? She's definitely in here. Anyway, before we crack on with the videos, Toxic Dan has put this up in his story today. Look at this. Hang on. I'm just going to do this for Dan, 2 seconds. Oh, this is for you, Daniel.
Happened again last night.
Oh, fuck's sake. I need to sort my adverts out on YouTube. Too tight to pay for them to get removed. Alright guys, I want you all to put the violins in here for Dan.
Hi everybody. I'm speaking to everyone from Benefit. So yesterday, as you know, I had too many to drink, so I had some party pills, and I stuck loads of stuff on my nose. It was my mental health. I said the worst thing about kids, and I always want babies, and brown, I like everything. So today, it's a good boy for me. As I come down off my narcotics and my alcohol, as it weighs away out of my system, toxic. I'm following the towels, the end of my TikTok journey. I ain't gonna be around anymore. I'm honest. I'm moving. I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back, everybody. I'm never coming back. So please, just know, I'll be back in a couple of days with all clout, put him on the syndicate, as I will. But yeah, I'm going, my heart's broken. I should never have said myself. I'm never returning to TikTok.
Fuck you. But you know, can't think. What he's going to do is right. What he's going to do, big up Tally. He'll be back. Of course he will. Listen, Luke hit the nail on the head today. He's only ever apologised to his chat, so people need to stop running his. Exactly. He's not apologising to anyone. He's never apologised. He apologised to his chat. Afternoon grieving. Mum, how you doing, my babes? Yeah, so basically what he's going to do, yes, Simmer, what he's going to do, he's going to give it a day or two. Mate, fucking only probably 24 hours when he's had a few beers, to be fair. He could be back later on tonight. It wouldn't surprise me. And he'll be back. He's toxic, Dan Maggie. He'll be back. There's no chance in a million years this man's leaving the app, man. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me, his ego's too big. His ego's too big. He's going fucking nowhere. He's going absolutely nowhere. But to put this on now, I think it's absolutely pathetic. Goodbye, everyone. Please don't ever forget me. I love you all. Goodbye. Fucking hell, the man's 40 years of age. This is a 40-year-old man, by the way. This is not a woman. This is not a fucking an 18-year-old lad or a teenage. This is like a 14-year-old boy, right? Or a 14-year-old girl. Oh, it's goodbye, cruel world. Please remember me. I love you all. Goodbye. And then everyone's going to, oh, please, Dan, in his inbox, don't go. We love you, Daniel. I'm there for you, Dan. Please, Dan. We know you didn't mean it. We know it was the drink and your mental health. Fuck off. You think we was all born yesterday? You think we was all born? Big up, grieving man.
Thank you.
Big up. He thinks we was all born yesterday. None of us were born yesterday. None of us believe what comes out of your mouth. We all know it's full of shit. I'm sorry, I do struggle to sympathise after people sat with Toxic Dan after seeing how he moved. That's fair. No, Murph, and I said this, and I said it many occasions, right? Talia wanted to give him, big up Kelly, Talia wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. He came on and he started to apologise. He never really had a platform, and we helped him grow out there, and so did Talia and Angie. And we put him back on the map. We really, really did. I criticised him of what he said about fucking the blaster. I went mad and I done a live about it. I also, on top of that, said, if you stop calling my cousin an N-word, me and Luke weren't seeing the best eye to eye at the time. I said, stop using that word against Luke. Okay, and then obviously he carried on and went too far. The only reason I fell out of Dan, big up Kelly, he never said anything about me and Talia at first. What he did, he started siding with people who hated me and Talia and going against us, like swearing Shepherdess and Corey at the time, and then he jumped on the Canadian Angie one. When he could go with anyone, started gifting him. He wasn't very supportive of Talia, and I said, "He ain't you, mate. He's got no respect for you." Okay, and that's the truth of it. He cost us £5,500 worth of fines, and then went on there and said he earned us money when he didn't. And in the end, I just said, listen, he's a wrong, and I don't want anything to do with this guy. I don't. So it was me who said, fuck him off. It weren't the other way around. Leave what out? What you talking about? Bro, leave it out. What do you mean? We all know why Shep is taking him as voice. Exactly. And what have I just been sent? Oops, I didn't mean to. Listen, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean that. I thought it was a private, like a normal message. Like I didn't know that. Please, Mods, if you're gonna send me something, can you tell me? Can you give me an heads up in the chat? Big up, Sim. I fucking know. They'll be doxing people.
Last night.
Was that my fucking phone? It's my phone, you know. I thought it was Luke's live. Sorry, Luke, it wasn't your Wi-Fi. It's my fucking phone. Ricky, I'm joining agency. I did message. Yeah, what it says, Horror Queen. It says that you're with somebody else. It says that you're with another agency. So I don't know if you're still with someone. That's the reason you haven't joined, like. Go on. Oh, I'll get you. Just got a chat. Just a bit of chat. That's what it is. Just Chaotic Queen's Discord. Stacey's. Slating me and Talia off. Cheeky bastards.
I always said I didn't want to get involved.
I've got the video anyway. Right, I've got the video. This is what I wanted to get.
I always said I didn't want to get involved in any TikTok drama, but it's come to my attention last night. I love you too, baby.
Oh,
that's so
nice.
kind.
So lovely.
Came to my attention last night that my son is being used as a scapegoat.
Right, guys, for you people who do not know this, let me break it down to you. So this is Paris. Paris is obviously Dan's friend. Obviously, her boy, the 15-year-old lad who's autistic, you know what I mean? Leland, obviously, and we know his name because Dan all shouts his name all over the app. Not only has Dan turned around and said it's his son, he's also the godfather, the godparent. Leland's always round his house. He takes care of Leland. She's came on live today and told him that's a pack of lies. None of that's true. He came on live the other day, cried his eyes out, turned around and says that he was in the house, his windows were put through, and Leland was sat on the sofa and was nearly hit. He made a statement to the police, and Leland was crying. She has came on and said Leland was nowhere in the vicinity. He wasn't even at Dan's house. Dan was yet again telling you lies. He also said he had joint custody of the baby as well. That's also lies. None of that's true. So what he's done is manipulated you guys to tell you lot that he's got a lad living at that house so you can financially support him and gift him because you feel sorry for the lad. It's another way of controlling an audience for financial benefits. So when you're gifting him over his lies, just remember this man is full of shit. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
This man is so full of shit, he's unreal. How you doing, Military Clips? You okay, mate? So he's lying, and I've got to big it up. I've got to big up this woman. Now, I don't really know Paris. I know she follows me. I don't really know her. All right, it's financial grooming. It is. I feel sorry for her because this man has used her son's name to gain clout. He's also said the worst. Exactly. He said the worst of the worst, right, about people and kids, and he's literally put her child in harm's way. You know what I mean? Because, and this is why, you know what I mean, if somebody keeps going on the way he is and said to say, eventually it's inevitable that you're going to get hurt, your premises is going to get hurt, or something bad's going to happen. And then he's put a child in harm's way. Big up for the treasure box jock. And it was all lies. He was lying to all of you. I've told you all before, the man's got mythomania. He doesn't stop telling lies. He bullshits. He doesn't stop. He says the sickest of the sickest. And the worst of the worst. He's also, not only that, he's put her partner all over the line. He put her, exactly, Norma. He's put her partner on line as well. Like, what are you doing putting his partner on line? Who's probably is in the big house for doing whatever he's done. Exactly, for financial gain. Using, obviously, her partner as well, and her son, for financial benefits. So no wonder she's lost the plot with him. No wonder she's gone on the way she has. How you doing, Corey? You okay, mate? No wonder she's, you know what I mean, he couldn't threaten Leland not to tell his mum. Exactly. No wonder she's come on and said what she said. So my heart goes out. So what I think she's tried to do I think she's still friends with Toxic Dan? Yeah, do I know she was modding for him after all that stuff happened? So she can't say she didn't know. She was a mod for him, and I've got proof of that. So please, Parish, you know you was. But what I will say here is for her, this is her son being used. This is her autistic son. You know what I mean? Who'd want her son's name dragged all throughout the app? What mother would? No mother would. So what she's come on, she's been a mother. She's scared. She's probably thinking, fuck me, look, Dan's going to get seriously hurt here, something bad's going to happen. And then he's using my son to put him, you know what I mean, as his fucking shield. Afternoon liner. So that's what he's doing. He's living at my house. He's living there. There's a boy in my house. No boys at the house. In fact, the boy's been going around feeding your dogs when you're on holiday. That's what's been happening. Do you understand? Exactly, she ain't been in contact with me for months. How you doing, psycho bitch? So all this was a lie. So I've got to big up Paris. Paris, I don't know you, babes. I really, really don't. You know what I mean? I heard your babby just turn around and said they love you. That's absolutely beautiful. And I know you obviously absolutely cherish your son because you've come on and said, you know what, this is not right. And I big her up because she didn't need to do that. She knew she could have got a backlash from Dan. She knew what he's like verbally and mentally. She knows him. This is her friend. So she knows him more than anyone. But she's came on with morals. Thought, fuck you. You're not using my son as a weapon, and that's why she's come on and defended him. So I've got nothing but fucking respect for Paris. Look, Paris, I am going to play your video because it's out there, and then I won't speak about you again, babes, or your son, because you don't deserve it. And no hate towards this woman whatsoever. No nasty negative comments, no horrible words. Just leave her be. Leave her be. Do you know what I mean? She's a mother. Do you know what I mean? She's got young kids. Leave her be. This is the only person who should be getting any flack here. What comes out of his mouth and the sick is Toxic Dan for who he is. All right, and big up her because what she's done, she's heard what he said, and she's removed herself from that. I really think that Paris has gone, what the fuck has he said about Ricksta's and Talia's child? He's going to do what to the kid? I can't have him around my child. And that's what she's done, because that's an awakening. Regardless of how high he is, you don't say, do you know what I mean? And that's what she's done. She's removed herself from the situation because he's psychologically unwell. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, be respectful for her. No negative comments in here, you'll be blocked, all right? Do not be disrespectful to this lady. I know Talia had a few things to say today. I know Luke did. But like I said, she must have been frightened of him. I've really believed, but I've got nothing but respect for you, Paris, to do what you didn't come on and say what you said today. I take my hat off to you. You're a proper mum. This is what you call a good mother. Removing her child from a situation and telling the fucking truth. So yeah, exactly, Jan. Big respect to Paris. That's all I've got to say about you, Paris. Big love. I am going to play the video, like I said, and then we'll move on. So listen to what she's got to say.
By another quite famous TikToker to protect him. The member is Toxic Dan, and I've been friends with Toxic Dan for a couple of years. I went to Turkey in March, and Leland went to stay with Daniel because he was my friend, and this was before any of the toxic drama and all of this was kicking off. At this point, his windows had never been put through. He wasn't drinking, he wasn't taking drugs on live, he wasn't doing any of that.
Exactly,
after a week,
Mrs. Mario.
Leland has come home to me and he has been asking if he could go and stay at Daniel's again. And
Exactly,
I've said no. The main reason Leland went to Daniel's was because I needed someone for
Big
Leland
up
to stay while I
5-star.
was away. Daniel agreed to it.
Big love, my mate. Everyone
Leland
give the
loves
5-star a
being
follow. Let me
around
pin him.
animals. I don't have animals
He
in
does
my
a TikTok
house,
show,
and we
guys. Give him a
agreed
follow,
that would be
please.
a nice bit of respite for
When
me.
he's on, give him a watch.
And that if it went
Put
okay,
in your chat what time you do your
Leland
shows,
would go
5-star.
again in the future to give me a bit of a break because I don't get any respite from my son, and sometimes his vulnerabilities
Johnny.
can be a bit much for me on my own, who also has 3 other children. Daniel had his windows put through a couple of times. And
I know what you're
he
saying,
said
Marie.
he's
I know
got a
what
police
you're
mark
saying.
on his house, everything was going to be fine. Would it be okay if we went to the house to feed the animals whilst he was aware? And we agreed that it would be fine.
I know,
Leland
Bill
is
Racer.
15, he does have autism, but he's not a vulnerable child. He is well looked after, he is well loved, he is provided for, and he is kept safe in a loving, caring environment by me. I am the only parent and I do my utmost best for my son. Anybody who knows me and is my friend or my family knows the sacrifices I make for my children. I don't drink, I don't take drugs, I take them out, I take them to clubs, I make sure that they're provided for, I make sure they're fed, I make sure they're disciplined, and I do everything I can for my children regardless of my circumstances. There was a video last week of Daniel having his windows put through, and he said Leland was there. This was the 20th of July. On the 19th of July, Leland stayed at home with me because it was his sister's birthday the next day. Also, the anniversary of my daughter's death, because Lola was a twin sister, and I made sure that he was home so he could watch Lola open her presents.
Oh, God bless you, babe.
We could
God
have a
bless
day with Lola. Me and Lola went to Entwistle. Leland went into the town centre with his girlfriend, and then he came home and he stayed at Rosie's with Lola. Rosie is his best friend, and Rosie's mum was aware that he was there, and she was also there too. In our neighbourhood, all of our children all stay at each other's houses. Leland was in West Orton, where we live. Daniel lives on the opposite end of Bolton. He has not been staying at Daniel's. He has not been there when Daniel's been off his fares. I was only made aware of these lies where Daniel is using my son as a scapegoat to stop people from going round to his house. It hasn't been there. He's been going to...
Hey, Taylor, I believe that. Taylor's just said, I know her personally, and let me tell you all, she's a top mum, and them kids are very, very well cared for. You can tell, to be fair, like, you know what I mean? She's very well groomed, the house is well groomed, do you know what I mean? And like she turned around and said yesterday, everyone's, I think they're misunderstanding her. Don't forget, Dan was a friend to her, all right? Obviously, the boy loved pets. Dan even said the child literally lived with him. He lied on her name, so she's putting the record straight. Take your hat off to her, respect her for being a mum and telling the truth. She didn't need to, but she did. She really is. She's only just found out about this. And this is what I'm saying, Taylor. She's came on. She's told the truth. She didn't need to do that. You know what I mean? We all know what Toxic Dan's like with his mouth and how horrible and vile he can be. We all know that, right? He can be absolutely sick as they come. So you've got to take your hat off to her for coming on. So she don't deserve any hate. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, pal. You?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
There's one thing I want to point out, Ricksta. So,
go on.
Obviously, Paris talked about she's had an angel baby.
Yeah, God bless her.
Right. I know personally you have, you know personally I have.
I have, yeah.
Yet he's her friend and he's taught on angel babies. So what does that say about the person?
Exactly.
You know, and I said this earlier, Ricksta, and I stick by it. In order to say these things, you have to think them first.
100%.
So these thoughts are in his head. So I'm sorry, but there's no justification. There's no excuse. There's no apology. There's no comeback. There's no recourse on what he said. He's gone lower than anybody's ever gone on this app.
Yeah. 100%, I agree. I agree with you.
But yeah, and my heart goes out to her for that, you know, and it goes out to her for what he's put her child through and her. He's used that child as a financial and a victim shield.
100% he has. He's financially used him and manipulated his audience to gift him, so he can financially gain off the back of her son, which is shame really. And I feel sorry for Paris, because Paris, that's what he's done, you know. He's gained a lot of money because he's told his audience that your son, right, he's his. He takes care of your son. Do you know what I mean? He's got part custody of your son, and God bless it, she didn't know none of this. He financially groomed his audience while using her children, you know what I mean, as tools to financially gain benefits for himself. Do you know what I mean? If, you know, how do you think she feels? Not only of all the shit he said and done and threats to unaliving kids, he's also used, you know, and manipulated her.
Daydreamer's just said that as well. You know, he called TG's autistic child undeveloped.
That's absolutely disgusting. I want to put this out there as well to Top Girl. All right? I know that we don't always see all to all we have, and neither has Talia. And you said, when Toxic Dan said that stuff about my child, Talia support. No, let me tell you straight, and this is the truth. I did not know anything about your what he said about your child. I didn't even know you was an extra victim, to be fair, until I got sent a video today. What you said, Talia didn't know. Even though we know Toxic Dan on the app and what he said about, I only thought he said stuff about the blaster. I did not know that he said stuff about you, Top Girl, and Talia didn't. And you know what she's like, she'll say what it is. So I want to put it out there now. Thanks, babe. All right, beautiful. Have a good time, yeah? Regardless of what's happened, right, Talia did not know, Top Girl, that he'd said anything about your child as well. We didn't know. Now, to me, that's just added to the victims, because he said it about our kids, Blaster's kids, you know what I mean? Your kids. It's just a trait, isn't it? It's just how mentally unwell it's been. So, Top Girl, please, me and Talia didn't know. If we did, we'd let you know. Yeah, you can. Yeah, right, guys, everybody give Firestarter a follow. He's on at 10 o'clock tonight. Give him a follow. We are now mates.
Cheers, mate.
No problem. Right. And if I'm around at that time, I'll pop over to you, mate, all right?
All right, no worries, pal.
Big love, pal. Take care.
Much love.
You too, mate. Bye-bye. Do you know what? He reached out to me as well, God bless him, because he's got an angel baby as well, and he was mortified. And me and him never used to get on at first, because obviously me and Alex weren't the best of friends. Yeah, I want to play it now, Carl Price. How about you drop me a popular? Sorry, in an army, and then I'll play it. You didn't even dropped an army, you asked me to play the video. So big up Sarah Jane. Yeah, he's a lovely bloke, and he reached out to me and said, I'm so sorry for what I heard, it's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let me read what Talia says. Talia's obviously Paris's friend. All of it needs putting to bed. It's a shame in Paris and the kids. None of this is 100% Taylor. Like I said, just to let you know, no children have been threatened from my end. The only thing Talia did say, she did say this, Taylor, and I want to put it out there, because I'm going to play a video that Miss Red said it today, and everyone needs to get the proper end of the stick here. Talia never made any threats to children at all. He came on and turned around and said he was going to start phoning up social services and doing all this to Talia, and said the worst. What Talia turned around and said this: if you've got a child in your home and all this is happening, and you're getting him to feed your rugs on live, which is disgusting, then obviously I will go to the authorities about that, because he told Talia and everybody else, right, that Leland was, you know what I mean, he had custody of the child, you know what I mean, part-time custody. So, you know what I mean, she's got to have something to say. Talia's you've got to understand, Talia's mother is a really top social worker too. I don't know if you know that, but she is. Talia said this before. And she don't agree with things. When Dan's saying all this sick shit, yeah, and I want to play a video soon, that's why she reacted. So Talia never went for any kids. It was more about protection. Dan's the one who went for children. Dan's the one who brought up the children first. You know what I mean? Talia just turned around and said, well, if that's the case, I will go to social services about you, Dan, which she hasn't done, by the way. Now she knows that the child lives with Paris. Talia's now took a back step, knows that Dan's lying, and would never do a thing like that. She was just talking about, after the unaliving of the cats and the dog, after the windows, after the way he goes on, what he says about kids, Talia's then thought, this isn't right, man. He's unhinged, so if it needs to be done, because she's got a good heart. But now she knows Paris has come live and done this. Paris and Talia had a good chat on the phone last night, or early hours, and you know what I mean, got a lot off the chest. So that's it. Sorry, babe. My apologies. Go on.
Yeah, so when I said I was coming for Leland, you know, I don't regret what I said, and I meant everything I said. You've got to remember, we don't know, or we didn't know at the time, who his mum was. And we've got this 15-year-old boy that, you know, the way Dan was making out, like he was autistic boy, the way Dan was going on is like he had joint custody of this child, and none of us knew who the mother was. And now he's saying that a brick almost hit him going through the window, which I believe Dan bloody threw himself. So yeah, I don't regret saying that. You
did turn around and say about that the baby might not know. You did say that.
What baby?
Oh, sorry, you said the mother might not know. You said.
I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying?
Well, you were just talking about Leland.
Yeah, no. So my full focus and who my attention was Leland, and at the end of the day, out of all the disgusting things that he's done on this app, and don't forget, he's saying that I'm, you know, a rug. And you know all these things he said. And I turned around and said, well, I'm going to focus on Leland now. I'm going to come for Leland because I think his mother's very neglectful. If his retaliation to that is that low, then I think this is a seriously disturbed person on the app. And at the end of the day, I'm not 100% convinced. I feel like this is damage control now. I feel like she's doing damage control. I had a great chat with her last night. I'm not going to phone social services because she's assured me that child will not be going to his house anymore. But I'm also aware, I've heard her in the background of his life. I know that the boy's been there. I've seen the video of him asking to put things up his nose. So it takes a village to raise a child. And when there's an absolute nutcase on this app behaving the way he does, and his focus seems to be children, his focus seems to be some sort of revenge that he takes towards children and solely children, then it's up to all of us to stand up. So I'm glad that I smoked her out. I don't regret it. I'm glad what I said. And I knew by saying I'm coming for him, I'm coming for the mother, I knew she would have no chance but to be smoked out. What I thought would happen did happen. And now I'm very comfortable that she's now changing her life and her actions. Do you honestly think that by me saying I'm coming for his mother, do you honestly think that I didn't think in the back of my mind she would get smoked out now and she would have to come forward? I knew exactly what I was doing. And I'm glad that I have, because if that means now that she cannot let that child round there, because do you know what I think? I think she still would have let him round there. I think she would have. I think she knows full well what's going on. I've seen multiple videos of her in drama talk and arguing with people and doing clapbacks. So now I'm glad that it's public knowledge, because now she could never let that boy go around there. So what I did worked, and it was very strategic.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're not saying she's a bad mother, because we're being told she's a really good mother, which is the most important thing. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know her. How can I sit on here and say she's a good mother? How can I sit on here and say she's a bad mother? I don't know her. That's not for me to judge. What's for me to judge is that everybody knows, and she knows now, that we are aware of her child going round his house.
Exactly, Sarah Jane. Sorry, one quick question, but I'm just going off at a tangent. Just to let you know, guys, some of you are trying to get in the box.
You haven't seen videos of her on Drama Talk. Ricky, go and have a look at the WhatsApp video I've just sent you.
Oh, okay. Talia wouldn't lie, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, this one.
This is her doing a clapback to Dion. Don't tell me.
Hi, Dion. So it's come to my attention that you don't even have custody of your own kids. So don't come to me about my parenting and the kids sticking a middle finger up at me, because you don't even have your own fucking kids now. Fuck off.
Hello, Paris. I'm a son. I don't know what
You
you're
can turn
talking
it off
about.
now,
Talk a
babe.
lot
Don't
of
put
shit,
the boy
really.
on.
Don't
Put the boy
come
on,
for my
babe.
mum when she's got full custody.
So don't tell me she's not in the drama page, okay? Don't tell me she doesn't do clapbacks. You can only do clapbacks if your profile's public, which it is. So I am a very, very intellectual person with a lot of intuition. So Lola Bear, please know that when I come out with something from my mouth, I've done a lot of research. There is no way that she hasn't seen what's been going on. But, you know, we'll take her out. Actually, do you know what, Lola Bear? I'm going to remove you from here because you are an enabler. Out you go. That's a video of her clapping back to Thingy on Drama Talk.
Bradley Hudson here. How you doing, Bradley? Your Bradley's in here, babe.
My brothers.
Yeah, he's in here. Just went. I don't know what.
10 out of 10.
What did he say?
10 out of 10.
I don't know what he said.
Get your heart me in, Bradley. Bradley just pops in for a bit of drama and fucks off again.
Off you go, Lola. You tell him, Bradley. We like Bradley around these ways.
We love Bradley. Can we all follow Bradders, please? He can't cook to save his life. So there you go. If we've had to now cause a bit of a storm to keep a boy away from this unhinged man,
Yeah. Thank you.
then it is what it is.
Exactly.
Because it can't just be me, guys. It can't just be me pulling in the stops now. Yes, I should have done this ages ago, but it wasn't as bad as this back then. And a lot of things we were kept privy from. But it can't just be me. I can't just be doing all this out speaking and speaking out and pulling people up and holding people accountable. You've all got to do it as well. You've all got to say, actually, that's wrong. Actually, you know, I think you did know that he was going around there. You know, the boy's got keys to Dan's house to feed the animals while he's in Benidorm. The house is all boarded up because all the windows are smashed in. How is this like a complete secret? I don't know. I think she's doing the damage control, but you got to give her a due. She's obviously going to protect her child now. So there you go. She's a mum. She's got a baby. Her head's probably all over the place. And Daniel is a very manipulative person. She's on her own. Her fella's not around. So she probably has leaned on him a little bit and needed some help with her children. But he's not the right person.
Yeah, exactly. Not like somebody said, a fella there. Yeah, but he should not be bringing her private life onto the app. He shouldn't be mentioning her fella and what he's gone to prison for. Like I said, she might have got involved in a little bit of drama, but she's not an everyday person that I know. So, you know what I mean? He had no right to bring her child onto the platform and use it for financial gain. And he also, you know what I mean? He should never have been bringing in a friend if he's doing that to her. Fuck's sake, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
And he knows that social services were all over it. So to come on this app and turn around and say, oh, that child was here and, you know, he's nearly had a brick thrown at him. He doesn't care about her and her child protection orders or anything like that. He's putting her in major risk. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm going now. I've had enough of this.
You going?
Oh, hello, Corey. You said Dan screamed down at the phone. I don't believe Dan screamed at anybody on the phone. Well, apparently, you know, he's jumped off a bridge, so...
Is that what he said?
No, I'm just saying because of his post.
Oh, no, he said he weren't coming back to TikTok.
Oh, I thought that was like a I'm leaving the world kind of post.
His windows are broken. Because he wouldn't be crying about it, would he? Like
Listen, this is damage control, but I don't...
We heard it when, obviously, no face was in his chat, so, like I said, he probably done it himself.
I don't blame her. Like, I would damage control too, but just as long as, like... I'm glad, because she have ever... She hasn't come off on the app before I said, right, that's it, I'm coming for the mother. So she obviously didn't care before that, and don't tell me she hasn't seen anything. Anyway, I'm going now, because I need to pray it away, because it's winding me right up.
Yeah, you go and pray it away, go and have a good time. See you in a bit.
Yeah, I've spoken to the police. The police are dealing with it now. And like I said yesterday, any videos of that, please take them down. FYP pages, Yeah, like I said, by the end of tonight, I'll be doing my copyright thing. So please, for your own sakes, take the videos down for safeguarding reasons. Please do not have that video up of him saying that. And please don't play it.
Hey, Mrs. Raven, get out of my chat, please. If you don't follow me, guys, you're not welcome in here. How you doing, Alex? Pray it away. You exactly misread. Exactly. Did you see the video?
I pray it away.
Did you see the video that I put up of him? I was saying misread because he was basically Donny. He always criticising you about your weight, and he calls you the worst. Do you know what I mean? And he said it about Talia. He said it about Alex. Says it about me. And fuck me, have you seen him? Have you seen him before he took his Manjaro? Couldn't believe it. I played a video of him yesterday. Big up, Pearl. Big love, Pearl. Big love.
Oh, big love, me babby. Get up there, me Charmer. Get up there, my Pearl. Oh, I fucking love you, me babby. Get up there, my Pearl, me Charmer. Love you, Pearl. Go on.
Sorry, guys. Just had to do that.
I'm going bye.
See you later, babe. So yeah, man, he's criticising you about your fucking weight. Everyone, right? A lot of fucking. Let me show you. This is him. I keep doxing people's numbers. Sorry, guys. My apologies. I've got to learn to stop doing that. So look, I've never got fuck all to hide. But yeah, look at this. Have you seen this? Want to see what toxic that looked like? Before people started paying him money. Why don't you see this? You're gonna fucking laugh your head off. Fucking couldn't believe it when I seen it. That's Dan. Has anyone seen that? I don't know if you've seen it before, Don. Pearl. There's Toxic Dan. That's him. That's him before the Botox, you know what I mean? And he's Manjaro. And he's got the cheek to mention people's fucking weight. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Yeah, it's Toxic Dan. That's him. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Fucking hell. Yeah, he looks like two different persons, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's him, Pearl. I swear my life, Pearl. That's Toxic Dan. That's Dan. I tell you what, you can tell it's him as well, Pearl. Boy, his hairline. Do you know his hairline? And when he slims down as well. But that's Toxic Dan, I swear to God. That's Toxic Dan. You know what I mean? Absolute crazy. Yeah. The only reason he's lost all the weight as well is because of the Manjaro. Because otherwise he'd be big like that. And then, you know what I mean, he goes on and he starts criticising everybody else about their weight and everything. He could never, exactly, Phoenix, he could never weight shame again after seeing that. Exactly. But you can tell by his hair, and this is crazy, like, yeah, but that's 100% Dan, 100%. That's Daniel. Oh yeah, and the marching powder. Yeah, it probably wasn't the Manjaro. It was probably the marching powder. When I played a video of him yesterday, I don't know if you've seen the video of him yesterday. Look, I'm not going to be a see you next Tuesday. No, well, I am going to be a bit of a cunt because I am. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, look what he's turned around and the way he's criticised what he said about the kids and that and why. Look at this from yesterday. Look, you're gonna like. Some of you's never seen this, but let me show you this. This is Dan. So he can never criticise about weight again.
Hold on.
Never say anything about you, Don. He can never say anything about me, Talia, or misread. Look at this. Look at this. There he is. Look at this. I don't know if you've seen that, right, but look at this. Don't forget he's got the slimming filter on as well. He's got the slimming filter on. No word of a lie. That's his belly. That's his belly. And, you know, yeah, he's going bald and grey hair. But that's Daniel's belly. And he's got the cheek, yeah. Because he puts the slimming filter on, and this is why he never really shows his face and in gingerbread, and he don't really show his body, to be fair. But don't forget, when he was here, he was highly intoxicated. He was on stuff, so he probably didn't realise that he was showing his full physique. But that's Daniel's belly. That's his arms. He put on the void that he goes to the gym. Fucking hell, the only gym he goes to is the fucking guy's name at McDonald's. He must be called Jim because he fucking definitely doesn't go to the gym. How dare he criticise Donna, misread, fucking Talia, fucking Alex, me, when he looks like that? Madness, absolute madness. So yeah, when he goes for you again and he mentions weight or calls you fucking, you know what I mean, Mountain Heath or whatever, you can just fucking crackle and laugh, misread. Yeah. Yeah, big deal. Well, it's true though, isn't it? Thank you very much. I'll give you a follow back. But yeah, you're just gonna fucking laugh at him and say, "How fucking dare you when you look like that?" Where's the star tattoo? I don't know. You're talking about in the picture from before, Bill? You're talking about the picture before. The picture before is a few years old, so it's not like 12 months ago. It's a few years old. He's probably on his other arm, yeah. Not unless I never had it at the time. Oh, it's on the other side, Bill. Yeah, it's on the other side. But yeah, man, he can never, ever, ever say anything about misread Alex, anyone again with weight when he looks like that. Okay, this is like the fucking Moby Dick. There she blows! Get out of it, fucking hell. He flew over like a whale too, didn't he? Absolutely all wrong, and he is. Absolute fucking lunatic. Can't believe he fucking criticised his weight. Anyway, I want to get into that video.
Said I didn't want to get involved in a TikTok drama, but it's come to my attention last night. I love you too, baby.
Oh, that's so nice.
So kind.
Big love. Came
to my attention last night that my son is being used as a scapegoat by another quite famous TikToker to protect him.
He's infamous, but he's definitely not famous.
Remember, is Toxic Dan, and I've been friends with Toxic Dan for a couple of years. I went to Turkey in March, and Leland went to stay with Daniel because he was my friend, and this was before any of the toxic drama and all of this was kicking off. At this point, his windows had never been put through.
Yeah,
he wasn't drinking, he wasn't taking drugs on live, he wasn't doing any of that. After a week, Leland has come home to me, and he has been asking if he could go and stay at Daniel's again, and I've said no. The main reason Leland went to Daniel's was because I needed somewhere for Leland to stay while I went away. Daniel agreed to it. Leland loves being around animals. I don't have animals in my house, and we agreed that that would be a nice bit of respite for me, and that if it went okay, Leland could go again in the future to give me a bit of a break, because I don't get any respite from my son, and sometimes his vulnerabilities can be a bit much for me on my own, who also has 3 other children. Daniel had his windows put through a couple of times, and he said he's got a police mark on his house, everything was going to be fine. Would it be okay if we went to the house to feed the animals whilst he was aware? And we agreed that it would be fine. Leland is 15, he does have autism, but he's not a vulnerable child. He is well looked after, he is well loved, he is provided for, and he is kept safe in a loving, caring environment by me. I am the only parent, and I do my utmost best for my son. Anybody who knows me and is my friend or my family knows the sacrifices I make for my children. I don't drink, I don't take drugs, I take them out, I take them to clubs, I make sure they're provided for, I make sure they're fed, I make sure they're disciplined, and I do everything I can for my children regardless of my circumstances. There was a video last week of Daniel having his windows put through, and he said Leland was there. This was the 20th of July. On the 19th of July, Leland...
Who said it? What do you mean, Caroline? What's a police marker on your house? Police marker on your house is for many different things. Number one is for protection. So say, like, you know what I mean, you're being marked by the police, so the quick response, if they think you're in danger, boom, the police will be at your house. And then there's another way marker where you're fucking looked into because you know what I mean, you're a bit of a naughty character, so your house is marked. Do you know what I mean? But a police marker usually is that somebody's getting protection from the police. They're on a high alert because somebody could get injured. So who mentioned that?
Home with me because it was his sister's birthday the next day, also the anniversary of my daughter's death, because Lola was a twin sister, and I made sure that he was home so he could watch Lola open her presents. We could have a day with Lola. Me and Lola went to Entwistle. Leland went into the town centre with his girlfriend, and then he came home and he stayed at Rosie's with Lola. Rosie is his best friend, and Rosie's mum was aware that he was there, and she was also there too. In our neighbourhood, all of our children, all stay at each other's houses. Leland was in West Orton, where we live. Daniel lives on the opposite end of Bolton. He has not been staying at Daniel's. He has not been there when Daniel's been off his face. I was only made aware of these lies where Daniel is using my son as a scapegoat to stop people from going round to his house. It hasn't been there. He's been going to school. He is not a caregiver for my son. I am the only legal guardian and carer and parent for my son. He was there in March. He did stay there in May. However, he went for one night and Daniel came home drunk, and Leland said he didn't like the way that he was behaving, so he wanted to come home. Leland came home.
Dan's been lying.
He's not been since, and he was only there this week to make sure Daniel's animals
Afternoon,
were well
Danny,
fed and well looked after, and they've been using the toilet. He was there last night, and then online I've seen that people were threatening Daniel's house, and he threw my son under the bus and said, "You can't go there, there's a 15-year-old boy who's got autism on his own." Leland does have autism, but he can look after himself. He is verbal, he can talk, he just has sensory issues.
That's what
He's got very mild autism.
You don't stay there.
I am not having my son used on a platform for somebody to use as a scapegoat. I've had my parenting questioned, I've had bad things said about me, I've had social services, threatened to me, and I was only made aware of this last night, but this has been going on for months and nobody told me, because everybody assumed that Leland, my son, lived with Dan, and he doesn't. He stayed there twice. And at the time he stayed there was none of this drama going on. There were no windows being put through. It was just a little online tittle-tattle, and now it's gone too far. Leland will not be going to Dan's ever again, and I will never speak to Dan ever again. I have questioned him why he's been using my son as a scapegoat. I've been completely ignored. Dan was my friend before he went on TikTok live and did all this. He was a lovely person. He was one of my best friends, and he knows the situation I have been in previously, and he has had no thought or consideration towards me, my children, my partner, or my home. He's put us in danger, and he's put us under scrutiny. I've been made out to be an absolute terrible mother, and that I neglect my child by putting him in an environment where he will not be protected and he will not be safe. This, for me, is the ultimate act of betrayal. I feel like I've been stabbed in the back massively. He's used my situation and my son's vulnerabilities and my, struggles to benefit him.
Yep.
To stop people going to his house.
100%.
I need to clear my name, and people need to stop bringing me and my son into this online drama.
I agree.
I will not be saying any more on the matter. Leland was not there. The police have already been to my house regarding some of the videos that Daniel said Leland was there, and he wasn't. He was not there. The police came, they did the welfare check. Leland was at his friend's. They dropped the allegation and put it down to malicious cause. But there is a video where Daniel is saying Leland's there, but he's not. He is not there on any of the videos. And people are going, "Oh, well, he's never put your son online." They can't have done, because he weren't there. And he promised me he would never mention Leland, but he calls me Leland's mum. I'm Leland's mum, and I'm the only parent he has. Please do not mention me. If my name and my son's name was kept off, Leland had a friend in Daniel, and obviously not.
Yeah, so what I mean. I've got, like I said, I've got nothing but respect for Paris for doing this. And a friend coming here and said, "Please think of her mental health. Don't be mentioning it again after today." I've literally got a couple of videos to play what are on the FYP already. Then obviously Paris, I don't know. Yeah, I won't be speaking about you or your son ever again on my platform. That's a promise. Dan's a different story, but you will not be mentioned. I promise you that. But what I will say to you is this: if you've been friends with him for years, like you turn around and said that you have, and I have to put this out there, then obviously, what about when he turned around and mocked the blaster's child? And what he said about the child, do you know what I mean? Which absolutely, what he said about Top Girl's child as well, which I didn't even know about. What about that? Especially when you're a mother, you know what I mean? What about when he's obviously mocked fucking grape about people? What about when he turns around and wishes the unalive and of kids? And you, like you said, you've been his best friend for years. Wouldn't you have picked up of any of that? Because, like I said, you are on TikTok, even though you said you don't really use it. You've got 18,000 followers. And I have seen a little bit of back and forth in the past. And you was Daniel's mod, which I can prove, by the way. So you did have some knowledge of what he has been like and what he's doing. And you have been there at his side. I'm sorry to say, but you have. But I do respect the fact now that you've woke up and thought, bloody hell, threatening to unalive kids on live and slit kids' throats. You've probably thought that's a bit of a wake call to me. You don't know that's way too far. Way too far. Maybe, just maybe, her partner who Dan said's in custody, he's in, you know what I mean? Maybe she might have had a little call from him saying, pull my son away from that. Because if I was in the big house and that had happened, I'd be saying, remove him from that situation before somebody ends up getting hurt, because this man's horrible, do you know what I mean? Exactly. And like I said, no disrespect to Paris whatsoever. Like, she turned around and said Dan was a friend and the son had autism, he loved the animals. But I don't really feel like a man like him, the stuff I've heard as well that I don't even want to bring to the app, and I know for sure, should be friending a 40-year-old man. A 15-year-old lad shouldn't be friends with a 40-year-old. Maybe if because he's got autism, like you said. If you're in his presence and you're there, it's a different story. But I do not think a vulnerable 15-year-old lad with autism should be around the likes of Daniel Hart, especially of what he says and does, and also the videos I've told you about what he's like with the animals and the stuff that he says. And that's my personal opinion. I would never have my child around him, and that's me. Let alone he's made loads of enemies and his windows are being smashed left, right and centre. People want to physically hurt him. Thank you. Big up Alex. People want to physically hurt him. It's the fact that what comes out of his mouth and who he is as a person. Thank you, Alex. So like I said, she's done the right. Just get out of it, Alex, or I'll block you. I'm speaking something important in here. Stop. You'll get blocked. Alex, I swear to God, mate, I will block your ass. If you can't, look, I swear to God, you drop me any more of them, I'm blocking you till after the live. So yeah, well, look. I swear to God, he's spamming. He's doing it on purpose. Yeah, you'll get loads as well, Jockey Dude. Alex, I'll return the favour. It is good. Look, you're pissing off everyone. They're all getting pissed off with you, Alex.
Put your mouth around it.
I swear to God. One more, you're getting blocked. Just one more. Block Alex, please. Mods, block him, find him and get him blocked. Block Alex ASAP. Don't give him let him pass go. He's doing it on purpose. I'm trying to talk, yeah. This is a serious subject and he's dropping me records. Block him. Get him, Gemma. Get him! Fucking arsehole. Absolute arsehole he is, I swear to God. I swear, if anyone starts dropping me these records, you all get blocked. I promise you, I will block you all. I am speaking about a serious subject here. Enough now. Fuck off now. I ain't joking. Enough. Sorry guys. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Anyway guys, can everyone tap and share please? Keep pushing, that'd be great. If you haven't dropped me a hearty guys, please drop me an army, because my mods and Talia will block you and I do want you in here. If you're not following me, please give me a follow guys. If you want to look at my story after here, I must have blocked about 400 people, well about 300 people yesterday who wasn't following me. If you're looking at my stories, right, and I see that you haven't following me, because I can tell you're getting blocked, I don't want you in here trolling me. Big up, Jill. But if you do, please drop me an army and support me. We do great shows, Sunday to Friday. We do a big exposure on a Sunday. Got a good one coming up this week. We're doing Alex Brigham. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we move on. We shall move on. Oh, what have I got sent? I've got something else. What have I been sent? So this is my WhatsApp, but then we're going to move on to the F4 pick. What's this? Who's this? Ah. Oh, he's massive, isn't he? I got another picture of Dan. Another video of Daniel. Ooh.
Kama Sutra.
Oh my God, he's a big fella, isn't he? You could tell it was him in that picture as well, do you know what I mean? 'Cause he hasn't got a beard. And the other
Watch it be a real person.
there you go, doing the get out.
Get out!
Hello, Jackie.
Take it out.
We're having a right good time.
I'm not taking that on.
Oh, big love, Sinead. That's a nice thing to say. Anyway, let's watch it again. Let's play it again.
Kama Sutra.
Fucking hell, you're a big fella, ain't you, Dan? You are a big fella, mate. You can never criticise my weight, you know what I mean? I'm sorry with a face like that. Do you know what I mean, Betsy? What can he say? He can't say anything, can he? Massive. This geezer's massive.
Watch it be a real person.
He's doing the get out.
Get out!
Hello, Jackie.
Take it out.
We're having a right good time.
I'm not taking that on.
He is very strange, isn't he? Okay, now, like I said, Dan cannot ever say anything again about obviously people's weights. He cannot say anything again about people's weights ever. He just can't. He just cannot. Right, guys, there's quite a bit to play today, like, you know what I mean? I don't really want to be mentioning Paris again because I promised, and if I make a promise, you know, what's that? He'll get you again. Do what? What does he want me to do? What do you mean? Do what? What do you want to do? What, you just don't start coming in here and blackmailing me over Brigham. Right, I want to play a few videos, guys, before we crack on. Like I said, I've got videos to play in Corey, Misread. I want to, obviously, Swearing Shepherdess had a lot to fucking say about it in Toxic Dan's defence, which I'm absolutely shocked about, because the woman's fucking, she's a mother. You know what I mean? So, this is crazy. But before we do, I want to play this lady. Alright, just quickly, like, yeah. You know, so this is Bertie. And, you know what I mean? Bertie, obviously, suffers from a condition called B-pan. Is it B-pans? B-pans, I think it's called.
You're right about now, I'm standing in front of one of the...
Kelly and Ben.
Yeah, he suffers from a really, really rare condition, which is, if he doesn't get treatment, if he doesn't get treatment, you follow them, Joanne, this boy could end up passing away. Oh, God, look how beautiful he's and cute. He's such a cute little boy. God bless. God bless.
Are you dancing?
God bless, man. I love anyone else too, you know what I mean? Absolutely. And what really upset me, guys, what I thought was really, really sad was this video. This one.
The boot is full. We have.
So what she's done, this lady, right? You know what I mean? This is his mum. She's literally gone out, right? You know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff's been said on this app about another family who literally conned you all to giving them gifts and money to support their son. And you all did, because you believed the story. This is a genuine lady whose son is really, really suffering and needs our support. She's literally put a load of stuff together, her own stuff, and done a car boot.
But we are
contribute towards our son's
to raise some money.
Operation. God bless her, man.
Good fair for beeping. Yeah, so I'm currently waiting in the queue because it's like first come, first serve for charity. What the hell's that? For charity stalls, because they give like a free pitch to anyone who's like doing it for charity. They said, yeah, get there early, 7:15, but I got here a bit earlier, and it's lucky because I'm probably like,
God bless her, man,
7th in the queue. But yeah, we will update throughout the day. Once we've set up and that, I'll do another video so you can all see it. Just want to say
about hope
thank
for
you
Harley?
to absolutely everyone who has given me stuff, because literally most of the stuff that I've got in this car has been donated to me. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. It has started to rain a little bit, which I appreciate, but hopefully it sorts itself out.
So this woman's going out there to try her best, to raise money for her child's operation. And
Kelly and Ben, Harley's mum and dad.
And I'm just going to literally play a little bit of this video, not too much, right? Just to say that she used to be friends with Kelly and Ben, Harley's parents. And they find out to be obviously fucking defrauding people out of money, which is disgusting, and makes people like her suffer. Because what it happens is when you start donating money to charities and helping kids, you find it who you can and can't trust. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You find you can and can't, and then someone like her who really needs support, he suffers. And not only that, she doesn't literally come on live and say, can I get your help and support? What she does, she puts some videos up where everyone should be liking and sharing the videos, and she's going out, God bless her, to do fucking car boots to provide for her son, to try and raise this money for him. Because like I said, it's limited time. This is somebody who really needs support, who really, really needs help. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, let me just play a little bit of this video. I'm not going to play much, but listen to her.
One's for you. I've tagged you, Ben, because obviously Kelly's blocked me for some reason, so I just wanted to make sure that you both see it. This is in response to your video that you've put up about helping desperate mums and desperate children that are dying.
Your Sundays are young. God bless you, babe.
And I just think that the truth needs to come out, really, because I've been sitting on this information since April. Haven't said anything on TikTok, haven't aired anything on TikTok, just because I can't be fucked with the drama. But I think the truth needs to be really told to the public about the sort of people that you are and how you've treated me. So I'm going to walk everyone through exactly what's gone on between me, Kelly and Ben. So in March, I made a video. It's still on my page. Everyone's feel free to go and see it. I put a video up basically saying that I was asking creators to do videos for me, and it really annoyed me, the fact that they were saying yes, I'll do a video, and they hadn't, and then they were doing videos for Hope for Harley. I stated in that video that this has got nothing to do with Kelly. I think she's smashing it. I was in complete awe with where she was and how she got how she got to where she was. Within 5 days of this video, bearing in mind, prior to that video, I was following your journey, I was commenting on your journey, I was supporting Harley, and I was keeping up to date with what was going on because I really wanted your boy to get this surgery, still do. Within 5 days of me and you being tagged in the same videos for people to save both of our children, I went to go on your profile the day after Rebecca Goodwin said that she would do a video for me, and I was blocked for some reason. Didn't understand why, didn't really care. I was just a bit shocked, thinking like, what? Why has she blocked me? How bizarre is that? The only reason that I could put it down to was we were both getting traction and you just wanted your boy to get traction and didn't want all children to be saved. I was then contacted by quite a fair few creators that were a lot bigger than you, Kelly, and your following, and the first thing that they told me was stay far, far away from your cause. 1, because it will cause me drama. 2, because there's something fishy about it. And 3, they didn't want Bertie's campaign to be threatened at all by the people that were supporting you or you yourself. So that's what I did. I stayed far, far away from it. And from the beginning, everybody knows that Beth was one of my top supporters, that was a big creator. She even organised a big BPAN bash where she was going to do a free singing night with the pub, and that's how we got the venue. We were going to sell tickets, we were going to raise money for BPAN, and we were going to put it into the GoFundMe. And Beth, being the lovely person that she is, didn't like the fact that there were so many hate videos against you two about something that only you two could stop happening. by answering the questions and stuff like that about where all this money's going, etc, etc. I don't really know the ins and outs because I wasn't bothered. Anyway, she'd done that video. You then put her story, her video in your story saying, I was going to help Bertie's mum, but I see that Rent-A-Gob done a video for her.
So right, guys, this is the lady, right? You know what I mean? And obviously she's called Emily, if I'm correct, and that's her page, right? So please, I want everybody to give her a follow, right? She has got a GoFundMe link in her bio, so if anybody wants to contribute, that'd be great. Let me just explain something to you. I don't really know much about BPAN, but also know it's very rare. It's a very rare disease, so it's really, really, really hard to kind of get any kind of support. You'll never, ever get any support on the NHS. So you have to independently raise money for your child before it could, you know what I mean, the worst could happen. All right, and what this lady's doing, can you put a price on a child? Not one of you ladies or gentlemen in here, and myself, would put a price. We'd give our own life for our child. This fucking woman's going around doing car boots to try and raise as much as she can. This is an hard-working mother. She's getting up fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, driving for hours, or to go and do a car boots and stuff like that. You know, God bless her. She's the and what she's put out there, right, is basically these other fucking Hope for Harleys. That, you know what I mean? It was manipulation. You know what I mean? Yeah, the child's not very well, but half the stuff they said was exaggeration. It was a lie to financially gain off you lot. So this is why this woman isn't really coming on and doing stuff, because she feels a little bit, because a lot of people have been duped. It's hard to put a real story out there from a real mother, a parent who really needs that fucking help and support. Who really needs that, and it's her, she really needs it. And I've seen the little boy, he's absolutely fucking beautiful. God, he's so cute. And then you've got Daisy in here as well, do you know what I mean, who's obviously giving up her time to try and help as much as you can before the worst could happen to Harley. So what I'm asking you all is to do, especially you guys who are Cam 2 with me now, and doing, and this goes out to all the FYP shows, like All Stars, you're in here every day, obviously Tales Unexpected, Bubblegum, you all, you know what I mean, you put all this out there. And you do all of us in the FYP, do this, put this out there for her, do a little video of her, get it all over the FYP, push it out as much as you can. Please, Luke the Judge, I beg you as well, Miss Red, I'm asking Pearl Price, I'm asking Alex Brigham as well, I'm asking you, Delusive Angie, I'm asking Corey Wilde, please, I'll owe you a favour if you do me a favour. So whatever you want from me, say, Ricksta, I need this, I'll do it. But in return, all I want, oh, thank you very much, FBI evidence, please do. And I'll play. All I want you to do is follow this lady on a story, right? If you can contribute to a GoFundMe, even if it's £1, contribute, right? If you can't contribute, then put it in your story. Put it in your story. Hope for Harley. I can play go over to her page and look at the video back from March. I've just played the one, and you can go and look at all the videos yourself. And there's a lot of things put out there for Hope for Harley. And like I said, this woman needs help. You know what I mean? Her son needs support. She needs us to help her. But you know what I mean? She hasn't really come on and done anything about it because of the shit that's gone on the app, and people find it hard to trust one another now. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna ask. Like, this will get out there in the FYP, or and obviously the FYP pages have put this out there. So please, guys, have this as a little separate video of me asking everybody to help. And Alicia's in here as well. Alicia, if you don't mind. You haven't really copped onto this. If you could get No Face later on to play a little video, it'd be on the FYP of this little boy, but who needs real help, who's generally really is poorly, and her mother's doing everything in her power to try and save this little boy's life. She really is. And like I said, not mothers and fathers in here, you know what I mean, not one of you lot could ever put a price on your child's life, not one of yous. And if you was in this woman's shoes, you'd do anything to save your child's life. Remember that. So please, if you can, kindly go over and drop her £1, a couple of quid, a £5 or a tenner. You go over there gifting your favourite creators and that, and you just go over and drop a few quid, man. Do you know what I mean? Just say, I hope this helps, a £5 or £2. And if you can't afford it, because I know some of you struggle, that's fine. Put it in your story. Say, please support this little boy. Together we can make a difference. You know what I mean? We really can help this lady and her son. And I hope to God we can do something about it. Do you know what I mean? Please remind me yet again to put this out there as much as I can. I should have done it last week, but when I've got the big numbers in, just to let her know, Emily, that I will try my best to push it out as much as I can, and let's try and get the likes of DG and Talia and all these other big creators to push this out there as much as I can to try and do our best to save this little boy's life, alright? So my heart goes out to him, alright? God bless him. Yeah, somebody tag, hey mods, can you please tag Alicia in this video? Please. because she's got a good heart, and she knows a lot of the big creators too, Torian and Paigey and everybody else, and she can go down another little area too. Even the likes of Zach the Brat, and if he can share it as well. Together, guys, with all our communities, we could make a massive difference. We really could, but we've just got to work together. Like I said, we can't put a price on anybody's life, especially a child. We really can't. And the mother's raising for herself, for others too. There you go. The mother's not just raising for a little boy, she's raising for other kids. I didn't even know that, because this disease is really rare. Please forgive me if I'm wrong, and I wish he was in here to talk about it, but maybe we can do it in the week. I'm sure there's less than 100 cases worldwide of this. This is why it's so rare. You know what I mean? We'll go over there and watch the videos. I'm just Mandy. Go over and watch the videos. That's all I suggest. I think you should look on the FYP. Yeah, everybody share this video. Everybody share her page, guys. Now go over there, comment on all the videos, watch all the videos, and put it in your story. This woman should literally have millions of views on her story. I don't know why she hasn't, because on the Creator Rewards program as well, that can be a little contribution, and she's only got thousands. She's only got thousands, you know what I mean? She needs to get a lot more. With you lot, share her videos, put them in your story, keep sharing them, like, comment, and it will push it out there, the algorithm. You know what I mean? This could save more children than Bert. Well, there you go. 500 cases, 40 in the UK. There you go. But yeah, it's only in boys, isn't it? That's correct. Honestly, Rick, she's amazing, lovely lady, and she's working. So I've just seen the videos of her working hard, and that, like I said, you can tell she's a good mum. You know what I mean? She seems lovely. She really, really does. Her accent, she seems not far from where I'm from as well. I think she's all Essex way or something like that. So I'm not too far from there. One thing TikTok can do is make a difference. 100% B Slapper. Let me just put that comment up there. Together, guys, we can make a difference, because it could be one day that one of yous need a little bit of support. One of your child's not very well, and you know what I mean. And if you do good in this world, you know what I mean, I believe you get it back. And I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I really, really wouldn't, no matter what. So please help if you can. Oh, big love. She seems like a lovely lady, Daisy. She really, really does. What I've seen about her, she seems like a really lovely lady, which is lovely. Have you really, Edgy? Yeah, everyone said she's a lovely lady. So go over there, give her some support, guys, and that'd be great. Like I said, there's a page, Bertie's B-Span Journey, and obviously the name underneath. Yeah, and when she's in here, I'll give her a tag. And like I said, when I'm doing I'll do an exposure on a Sunday, get a big crowd in here, so I will be playing her videos again. And like I said, if the FYP pages put it out there and share it to Luke, the likes of Miss Red Pearl, maybe they can play a 2-minute video just to say, please, help if you can. All right, big love, and big love goes out to Bertie as well. So give your sister my love. You know what I mean? I tell her wish her all the best, but I will continue to help and support as much as I can. All right, and push it out there for her. All right. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's play this video.
4 minutes long, though.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay, stop slapping. You ready? You gotta press the button or what?
So this is obviously, guys, what started all this yesterday. You know what I mean? I want to quickly play, and then, like I said, I don't really want to play again what was said. I just want to correct a few things. This is the reason I want it, and then I'm going to move on to Miss Red's videos, and I want to do Swearing Shepherdess, because I think she's a fucking see you next Tuesday. How she went on today. Big love. No matter what our differences are, man, fuck me. Defending someone who said the worst on kids is crazy. No problem, Daisy, man. Like I said, give your sister my love. You know what I mean? And, yeah. If anybody wants to message me, please message me on the ARC Agency account, because on the moment you can't message me on this account. Message me on the ARC Agency. All right? Guys, please, can we tap and share? We are 18. Where are we in the populars? Can we get a few populars, please? If you haven't dropped me an army, please drop me an army, or you're getting blocked. They're a penny. All right, please drop me an army. Miss Red, drop me an army today. Can you believe it? I mean, she followed me as well. I'm a bit behind what's going on, Linda. Oh, bloody hell, everything, Linda. Everything, Linda. Your fella's been cheating. Yeah, he's been with another woman behind your back. He's been using your money, your PIP money, to take her for meals. It's all going on. I'm going to do an exposure on him Sunday, Linda. God bless you, babe. Yeah, big up, Big Jock. Thank you, Jock. Thank you. Oh, I'm single. Oh, sorry. Must have been another Linda then. My apologies. Anyway, let's crack on. Populars, please. Toy tarties, and I'm having a popular break. I'm doing no FYP.
There you go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Ah, good.
Anytime. Anytime.
I'm really good, Carl. Where's my drink? Dan, you know I haven't lived there for about 10 years.
You are still registered there.
Yeah, because I own the property.
You don't.
That's a lie, by the way. And I'll tell you why that's a lie. I checked Harry and Ricksta against every single database in terms of land registry, and neither one of them own anything.
Look, I do like Corey, you know I do. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes he's clever in some ways, but very, very uneducated in other ways. And there might be people in here as well, especially tax advisors, accountants, and stuff like that, right? And like I said, this is a bungalow, so this is Talia's grandmother's property. Okay? Now, I don't know about you lot. Obviously, when you earn a lot of money and you're doing well in life, what happens is you can put your house in a trust. And what does that mean, trust? It means that when you put your home, all your properties in a trust, right, nobody can get access to that property. You're never going to be on land registry. What's going to be on land registry is the company name, the company of what you own. All right? So that home, that property will be owned by the trust that you own. And nobody can get access to that information. So you need to educate a little bit more. And there's reasons why people own properties and they are in trusts. Sometimes it's due to tax and other stuff. Exactly, Claire. Yet my family's in one and pays no tax on it because that house is not in their name. And nobody's going to start putting addresses in people's names, especially if they've got a bit of money in the bank, because what happens, it leads to jealousy and things like this. So even though I like you, Corey, you are clever in some ways, and looking at land registry is fantastic. And believe me, when it comes to trusts, mate, if you ever come into millions of pounds or hundreds of thousands of pounds, it's called tax planning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carol. It's basically, you can put your properties into trust. All right, it helps with the tax, man. It helps with your money. You don't get taxed on it, and that's what it is. And when you're earning loads of money, like working with Brian May, or you're doing stuff on the X Factor, or you're doing TV programs, you're out there doing concerts, and you've got some money, right? You've got to understand when you grow up a little bit, Corey, and you get a little bit more educated on tax, and you're earning the millions. Hopefully, you do. Exactly, very much blue, Kachina. It's very wise, frankly, and tax plan. Then your name on properties will not be in your name because what you do it through an overseas business, which is legal, by the way. It's not illegal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it saves you on the tax, and this is what all the rich people or people who have got money do, especially if they want homes and they want to do Airbnbs and stuff like that. So there you go, Corey. Please have a bit of common sense and realise sometimes, because my properties were in a trust. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say anything about Talia because that's her background and that's her tax advice and you know what I mean. So there you go. Just want to put that out there. All right. It's due to tax reasons, and you're never going to find a name on a land registry. Okay, there you go. I just wanted to obviously break that down, guys.
Saying.
But you can't own that property because it's council, so you can never own
No,
them.
it's ex-council.
You don't own it. That's a lie.
Yeah, so it's at your name on the deeds.
And just to let you know, guys, just a quick one as well. Where the property is, the thing, it's one of the most richest places in Surrey. You know, one of the richest places in the UK, to be fair. And the money for them kind of properties are under. How you doing, Hayley? Okay. Oh, it's phenomenal. It's crazy. I played them videos earlier on, Hayley. I think you were live. So yeah, they're you know, you'd get a palace somewhere else for the money you'd pay for a property where that is. Do you understand? And you can tell it's an old person's property as well, because you know what I mean. It's no disrespect, but you can. How you doing, Tarn? And I wish to God the property that they got their hands on, they stop putting it out there, because like I said, it's a vulnerable old lady who lives there. I wish people had listened to me. It's fucking Talia's grandmother. Do you know what I mean? Fucking other woman's touching 90. This is the reason we went mad before. Oh, is that what he said, Princess? Oh, I get you. Big love. Is that what he did? Oh, okay. If he did it like that, then that's fine. Like I said, I've got no hate for Corey anymore. I quite like Corey. I think he needs to start fucking winding me up though. But yeah, I quite like Corey. I really do. I feel like he's calm and trying to calm down himself and do a completely different platform. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, somebody's just explained. Well, that's fine. Just to let you know, Corey, mate, you know what I mean? Talia's not an idiot, believe me. And she earns a lot of money in the past, and she's doing well at the moment. She does good, so that's the reason why she does what she does. All right? Because of things like this. But yeah, guys, please keep tapping and sharing. We need some populars, otherwise I'm leaving. I'm going to go fucking... I should have went swimming. I never went swimming. Talia sat around a fucking pool at the moment, fucking drinking cocktails, fucking swimming, probably eating fucking lobster and fucking caviar on toast. That's why I'm fucking sat here sweating my bollocks off, sorry to say. Sweating my cojones off. I shouldn't have said that, sorry, TikTok. Sweating my cojones off, yeah? And you's lot not even dropping me populars. You know what I mean? I swear, you know, it's crazy. All right, I'm having a popular break. I swear, I'm not playing any more videos. Can you all follow me, please? What song am I playing? Yeah, I'll play this one. I like this one. Leslie must be in bed. This is one of Leslie's favourite songs. This is Talia. I don't know if you've heard it. This is Talia singing Nemesis, which is one of my favourite tunes. She wrote this song for a movie. Yeah, and it was #1 in the Apple iPhone film charts. Cracking tune. She's got a great voice, Talia. Right, populars, please. Big up Tracy. As soon as this song goes, we'll crack on. It's 3 minutes, so can we get some populars in, please? Don't be tight. Big up, Big Joe. 1,300 people in here. Yeah, exactly. Can't sweaty plums. I want to do it now. Thank you, Laura.
I am awake. It's not a dream I see.
I fucking love this tune. It's so brilliant. What's happening, my Paul? What's going on, me baby?
You take me somewhere I cannot breathe. I feel you.
Oh, sorry, Les. I didn't know where you was. You just come from nowhere.
You chase me like a shadow. Up against the storm,
we love our Leslie
in a world where I don't matter, don't know where I belong. Your cold eyes frozen in my mind. So here I am.
Oh, it really is no difference.
Run for your life. You know this is over.
Thank you, Kylie. What am I freezing for?
I am the knife behind your back, keep turning.
I just try to accept you, Levi. I don't know what's going on.
I come for you. Take what is due, I'm burning. Oh, I'll chase you like a shadow up against the storm. In a world where I don't matter, don't know where I belong. My cold eyes frozen.
I said my screen keeps freezing. Look at me, I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Fiona.
You know this is over. Give your final kiss. Good night, my nemesis.
Thank you, Sandy.
Run for your life. My nemesis, so here I am. Run for your life.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, mate.
You know this is over. Give your final kiss.
Big up, Lisa.
Good night, my nemesis.
Yeah, the song's called Nemesis, girl.
I'm coming for you. Run for your life. If your final kiss. Good night, my nemesis.
So there you you go, there's Talia with Nemesis. I don't know if you've seen the video. The video's cracking too, like, do you know what I mean? But anyway, let's crack on with this. Big up, Lisa. Guys, please keep pushing these populars. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Get out of here, official 5. Let's have a look at you. Have you got a real account so I can troll you and find out where you live? Official 5 music. Let me just click onto you. Aspiring singer-songwriter. Let's have a listen to some of your songs. Have you got songs on here? All right, let me just check this woman out. She just said Talia song's terrible. I want to see what she sounds like. Hang on. Official. _ 5. Sorry. Let's see what you're about, 5. Let's see what your songs are about, yeah? So you just said Talia's song was terrible. I think Talia's song is absolutely fucking brilliant. I don't know about you guys, but let's see what 5's about. Hopefully it's not AI. It looks a little bit AI to me, but let's listen. Oh, so you didn't sing that. Well, she's a big girl, isn't she? Very big girl. But everyone to their own. Go on, let's listen to you.
Where are you going today?
No song there. No song there. No song there. You're an aspiring singer, but you ain't put no songs up if you're singing. Oh, what's this? Oh, your depression kicked in, but you want to criticise Talia. I think you need to get a job. That's what you need to do, official 5. Let's be fair. You're with your level 9 gifting badge. You only get loads of hate. You only get loads of hello. You won't get clout from Talia. You just get hate. Talia's a very, very loved woman on this app. Not just loved by me and everybody in here, and fact, but also other creators who really care about her. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what. How many you got? How many followers you got? So you got 447 per. Oh, let's just I'm gonna block you. You've never made it on TikTok or in the music. You never will. Let me get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Blocked. Like, people make me laugh. Like, you just like, you come in, it's tongue terrible, it's crap. So many jealous people in here, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? The woman's got 474 followers. She'll fucking hell. She'll probably get 50 off the back of this because I've put her on the fucking screen, which is crazy. Like, why? Do you know what I mean? Stop trying to fucking, you know what I mean? Go against others and bring them down to your fucking level. This is why I react. This is why I say to Talia, leave it to me. I'll sink to their level. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? I'll go as low as these. You know what I mean? I'll dox you all over the place and tell people about yourself. Leave Talia to sing the songs and do stuff.
You're right,
like
but no, I'm
stuck. You know what I mean? I'm fucking cretin.
4 minutes long, though.
Okay, stop.
You don't own it. That's a lie.
Yeah, so is that your name on the deeds then?
Yeah.
Her name is not on the deeds of any property or land registry search.
Yeah, do a sing off, that's right, Pearl, I agree.
She said she owns 3 houses. It's not, it's a lie. I'm sorry.
Everyone give Pearl a follow as well. So, please. Pin Pearl.
What you're going to do when I show all the videos of Ricky with me, you're going to have to make a very, very big decision, Talia.
Sorry, I can't talk right now because I'm on the phone to social services.
It's going to be your children or Rick.
Do where you go? So, just to let everybody know, yeah, Toxic Dan mentioned kids first. He said to Talia, thanks me, baby. Yeah, everyone. He said to Talia, yeah, you need to make a choice. It's either your kids or Ricksta. He said, is Ricksta still beating you up in front of your child? This is what he said, the sicko. Okay, now we all know what Talia do to me if I ever raise my hand. Not only should probably put a fucking finger over my head, but I'll be in custody. We all know that because we all know about Talia's past. But this is what he turned around and said. Hello, JD. And then he started making up the worst. So he brought the kids up first. He was the one who mentioned social services. And then obviously Talia's reaction was to what was said. But he said, we all know the kind of how stupid he would. And in the background, he had Talia's grandmother's address up. So in the end, Talia obviously did his address in retaliation to the grandmothers. She asked him to get it down. Talia's done nothing to Toxic Dan, which she hadn't. She hadn't done a thing to Dan, not a thing. It was me who went for Dan because of his morals and what he was. oh, she'd give me the frying pan, fuck me, she'd go mad, she'd be firing up lives, I'd be nicked, she'd be telling everyone what an horrible person, oh, fucking, I'd be everywhere, I'd be finished. But yeah, it's just disgusting what he said. Big up Fiona. It's absolutely disgusting. Fucking hell, we've had our arguments just like everybody else, but you know what I mean, we don't even really argue anymore, to be fair. Custody for you to be, I fucking would be in custody, I swear to God. But yeah, he's just doing it to be sick and just saying the worst. And then obviously after that, he went to the lowest level, didn't he, and said what he said, which we'll play. Yeah. No, if you would, Jim.
Okay, what are you going to choose?
Yeah, I'll choose Ricky and my children.
Well, you can't do because what I said, especially about his own daughter.
No, my bad, it's my bad. I was wrong.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
why don't you get off this phone now and ring social services?
They've already been informed.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, so have I, because I don't think Leland is safe around you. I think his mother is a neglectful mother.
It is, Nick.
Leaving her child in your care. So I've reported Leland's mother.
What's his name?
I've reported Leland's mother and you.
Leland.
Yeah.
How's Charlie? How's Charlie? Is this...
Who's Charlie?
It's my child.
Witnessing Wicked beating you up.
Oh, God.
Who?
Your son. Your autistic child.
So what he did, he mentioned, obviously, the boy who's got autistic in it. So he meant the boy, but he was saying my child's name. Does that make sense? So he was mentioning my child's name, which he knows, my daughter, but also, obviously, you know what I mean, he was obviously drunk at the time and high on narcotics, so that's why he got the names mixed up. So that's my child's name, but he meant Talia's son, because he mentioned the autism. Do you understand?
What about him?
How does he regulate his feelings when Rick is beating you up? Because we've all seen the thinking, we've all seen the messages.
What messages?
You know what Becca sent.
Just making it up as it goes.
Oh, you're just making it up now, Dan. The difference is your dad did batter you.
Horrible, Pearl, horrible.
See? And then it's just like, your dad did this, your partner did that. It's just...
Your dad did batter you. That's why you're so fucked up in the head.
No,
yeah, everyone batters you. Everyone abuses you.
Dad.
Your mum and dad battered you.
But don't forget, Talia waited for ages till she retaliated. She waited for ages, you know what I mean? Because this is a very, very unhinged man. And if somebody's saying that online in front of 2,000 people and continuing to say, and then bringing up your son and mentioning his autism, putting your grandmother's address up there, I'm sorry to say, look, I'm not the same, Pill's the same. We fight fire with fire. And you know what Talia's like? Don't forget, Talia got dragged into this. She never said a fucking word about him. Exactly, I know, Sandy. You know, she ain't said a word, but this is retaliation because we got messages. Dan's on live at the moment with your grandmother's address on there, saying it's you. He's going to do this, this, and this. Do you know? He said yesterday. I've got the video. He said he wants to put 50 grand down on me, that's like unalive me, and get Talia's hair shaved off. I don't know if you've heard that, but that video's out there too. I've got that video. Well, he said he wants to get me under live and then Talia's out. But listen to what he says here about the sunlight. You know what I mean? About our kid. Listen.
That's why you went in care.
No, I didn't go in care.
Yeah, you did, or whatever. Listen, you're not loved. You're not liked. Right, you're very fat.
I was loved by you.
No,
you loved
never.
Me.
Never ever. Look what you're doing now, knowing there's vulnerable people in that house. Look what you're doing. For no reason, by the way. For no reason, because I've never done anything to you.
Talia hasn't.
You've done a lot to me.
I've done nothing to you. Yours and Ricky's...
He couldn't even tell Talia what she'd done because she hasn't done anything. He couldn't say, oh yeah, you've done this. He couldn't. He said, oh, you've done a lot to me, because he couldn't explain. This is the bullying tactics, what he does, because you can't get to me. You know what I mean? You ain't sending anyone down there to smash up my fucking family home, are you? You're doing it to a vulnerable old woman because we know the outcome. It's as simple as that. But even if you did it to the granny's house, there'd be a different story, not just from me and my people, but hers as well. She has got a family who do give a fuck, believe me.
War has nothing to do with me, but you're a cunt. Yeah, and like you said, Dan, I was always the one to worry about. Well, now you can fucking find out.
I don't worry about no fucker. I do not worry about no.
This was today.
No one.
Well, you should. You should, because it's the people around you. Oh, I'm not coming for you, Dan. Dan,
When
I'm
I
coming
played
for
your voice
Leland.
notes, let's dance. Well, play that. I'll come for fucking Charlie. I'll slit the cunt's throat.
Oh my God.
Do you understand? So that's what he's turned around and they're there. So basically he said he was going to slit our little boy's throat. Now, you've got to understand this. Dan knows that that boy is 10 years of age. He's a lovely little boy. When I tell you, he's a fucking beautiful little boy. He's such a nice kid. Honestly, Pearl, he's a lovely, lovely kid. Now, don't forget, man, Talia's and our child loss and us stuff have been dragged across the house for a long period of time. Talia hasn't done anything to Dan. She hasn't. It's between me and Daniel, okay? And then he was put the old... Not only did he put the old lady's address up, a grandmother's address up, right? And say the stuff and criticise and say the worst about Talia. He couldn't even tell Talia what she'd done. She hadn't done anything. This is a retaliation because what he said about the social services, how he was getting him involved for absolutely no reason. So then he turned around and said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to slit his throat. That's what he said about a 10-year-old boy. And then he knew what he'd said, and then he tried to backtrack. But this is the mentality of Dan. And this is what I told you all the other day. If you think this man is incapable of taking the lives of his animals, his kittens, then you're crazy, because I honestly believe in my heart he has. Because there's no way 6 kittens and a dog could die on the same day. And then he told me one story and then told you another story. Like I said, I've explained it many times. It's gone from 2 dogs to 1 dog to him not being in the house to him being in the house. You know, it don't add up. And this man's very psychologically unhinged. And big up to Paris for moving her son out of the way. Big up to Talia for obviously getting away from Dan. And I will put my apologies out there to the likes of Luke, to the likes of Pearl and everybody else, that I did support this man for a while because I thought, give him another chance. I should never believe what come out of his mouth because he's full of shit. But what he said here is unforgivable. Do you understand? He knows how much Talia and how much me and Talia love the little boy, and how golden he is and how lovely kid. And you know what I mean, Talia is very, very protective. So not only are you putting out addresses of our elderly grandmother, you're also threatening to unalive the child in front of thousands of people. That's how sick he is. So if anybody supports that and continue, then please block me and never come in my life again. If you support that, right, is unreal. I'm fair. I've got to give it to Talia. Big love to Talia, because you know what she did? She held that together. She never retaliated. She weren't screaming and that and swearing. You know what I mean? She can't. And then she broke down and she said to me, she goes, Ricky, because she's got an heart, Talia, I believe. She went, Ricky, how can he say that about, you know what I mean, about the baby? You know what I mean? She calls him a little baby, God bless her. How can she say that when I've been nothing but nice to this man? I have never said anything about it. I've stayed out of it. I haven't fired up lives. I've stayed out of it. It's him bringing us down. It's him bringing me down. It's him mentioning my family, my grandmother and everybody else. And she absolutely broke down. She was in bits. You know what I mean? And that's for not me to say, but it was. It's like when you're threatening to unalive a child, it's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you've had somebody's fucking back and fell out with half the app because of Dan. Fell out with half the app. So it's disgusting, man. Like I said, it's horrible. How you doing, Tracy? And I don't care. Give me the stick. Give me the kick. I'm involved in drama talk. Please do that. We know Talia got a bit of a mouth on us sometimes. But besides, if you meet Talia in the flesh, and I hope Pearl meets her soon, and Donna and that as well, because Luke will tell you she's fucking lovely. She's golden. You'd have a laugh with her. She's funny as hell. She's got a bit of a temper, but haven't we all? But she's a fucking brilliant mum, like an amazing mum, and a great woman. Okay, she just sticks up for her own. She stands on her own. She'll, like Pearl, like she does as well, and Donna, she will stand on her own. She stands on her community. She stands on her kids. She stands on her family, and that's the way women should be. Italian, because don't forget she's Italian. Italians are very much like the Irish, and I will say the Gypsy community too. They're very family based. Do you understand? They're very, very family based, and they're very protective over the family members. And Talia's the same. This is why I know Talia'd get on with the likes of Pearl and everybody else, because she's like them. And what he said here is disgusting. Oh, please, Mardy Bum.
I expect that.
What, my child?
I thought it weren't called that then.
You're going to slit my child's throat? Is that what you just...
I thought that weren't your child's name.
Oh, okay.
You tell me, Black.
Sorry, chat, I shouldn't have said that.
Listen, enjoy your holiday, Dan. You will have a wonderful welcome memo when you come home.
Why? What, we're going to do welcomes back to?
Enjoy your holiday. Hopefully you overdose. Goodbye.
Well, you'd overdose more than me.
See you later.
Talia, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done, but she got me caught up in the moment.
Thank you, Black Sun. There's no excuses at all, man. I think even Corey's disgusted, like, he is disgusted. It's fucking hard to make him disgusted, isn't it? I don't think he's got no words.
Caught up in the moment.
Yeah, exactly, Corey. Wow. Yeah, there's no apology.
She laughed. Let me help you out, Vicky, my love. This is not the room for you, Vicky.
Yeah, big love, Corey. Big love.
Sorry, my love. Can we block Vicky with a toxic symbol, please? Out you go.
Big love to Corey. And what she did there, oh yeah, she laughed, but that, number one, she held it together. So there's either scream, shout or cry, and held it. So she, oh, my son, oh, okay. You know what I mean? She couldn't believe what came out of Dan's mouth. Like I said, when I spoke to her after, she was in bits. You know what I mean? I was holding her and I said, and her words to me was, and it's to that scumbag, she goes, how can I have been so, you know what I mean, lovely to this guy, said the words, always been at the other end of the phone, because I used to phone her at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you know that? Speak to her and she'd answer the phone to him. Okay, you know, you okay, Dan, etc. How can you have somebody's back that and not say a fucking word and then him say the worst of the worst, knowing how much, how you doing, Sam? Knowing how much she loves the little boy and how what a great mum she is. And big up to Corey, man, and I will give him this fucking big love because he got rid of that Vicky straight away when she said that. He was absolutely disgusted, mortified himself because he was disgusting and low. Thank you, Kendra.
Out. She laughed. Right.
Big love. He does, Kaz.
Stop saying what she was and what she isn't. You are not Talia. You do not know the reason to why she laughed. All right?
Exactly, miss. Big up, Kendra. Thank you, babe. Everyone give Kendra a
Share
follow.
the like to tea, please.
Give Kendra a follow. She's a good egg.
They still must be friends, and let me tell you.
So there you go, guys. Like I said, I've promised Talia. I have promised her, and I will stick to this, that I will not be playing any more of the video. These videos, yeah, I'll be playing because it's spoken about. But the nasty comments, what Dan said, that would be the last time I'll be playing these videos. I don't, you know what I mean? I won't be playing them again. All right, because it's triggering for her and for me. All right, so let's play what Miss Red had to say, and obviously the Paris stuff. I want to play this. How you doing, FYP News? It was probably a shock, though. She just held it together. Like I said, she held it together, and I'm glad she did, because if she didn't, she'd be banned now. You know what I mean? So I'm glad she did. Like I said, all her emotions came out after the live, which wasn't good. She wasn't on long much after that. But anyway, let me play this. Guys, please, can we get some populars? I'm going to do another popular fucking break. Come on. We're still pushing.
Why? Because...
yeah, me too, FYP.
Because they're watching his animals. They're watching his animals while he's away. And I'm sorry.
Taylor, we're going to get you a laptop. Oh, Taylor's laptop's broke. The screen was broken. She has a nervous breakdown without a laptop. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, she goes absolutely insane. She did handle it amazing, and I was like, you know, let boy know. I'll let you know. Let boy know. Oh yeah, let me know, babes. Let me know. If you're not following Talia, please give her a follow. 7,300 populars and didn't get a pin, Ricky. Oh, so yeah, well, I want to pin your Cole. There you go. There was, look, 1,600 people in my live. I probably missed it. My apologies. There you go. You're pinned. Yeah. Anybody who does send me over 100 populars will get pinned. And you know I'm not like that, Cole.
If somebody put all this onto me and my child, I wouldn't be speaking to them. I really wouldn't. Because this is quite serious. I don't know this woman, right, and I'm not saying she's lying, but I just feel like if they wasn't speaking,
the emojis are at the bottom, please.
She would say, you know, you've caused me all these problems, get somebody else to watch the animals. I don't want to go around the house, especially as it's under...
Smiley faces, I do the best FYP show on TikTok, sad faces, Luke the Judge. Come on, everyone vote.
Attack, and people are doing windows, which I've got my opinions on that. Hello, Paris, I'm just being honest with what I'm saying. At any moment you can join the box, my darling. But the thing is, right, what is happening where children are being dragged into situations is disgusting. right? And I know that your child's name's been mentioned, but the reason this is happening is because that person...
Yeah, I know I'd win, Luke. Sorry, my FYP show's better than yours, but you are second right behind me.
Who you say that you're no longer friends with is dragging everybody's kids. He's dragged my granddaughter. You know, he said about my granddaughter that he would pick her up and use her to whack Luke round the head, and she's only 7, right? So he's bringing this all on you guys, and it's not fair, right? We know how many children is brought up. He's brought up Top Girls, the Blasters, so many people's children, okay? And unfortunately, the way this app works, because I don't know if you know how Drama Top works, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here. When you've got somebody like that that's constantly going for children, that there's going to be some kind of retaliation, unfortunately, right? Oh, and Talia's as well. And Talia's, he threatened to Talia's son, right? So I don't know if you're aware of any of this, Paris. I get that, Paris, but unfortunately this is what I've already said that. I've already said that person's. Unfortunately, the way that this side of the app works is it's kind of like an eye for an eye, and this is where we're at now, and it's so sad. It's an eye for an eye, darling, because like people have had enough. And obviously to hurt him, they're going to use, unfortunately, and it's not fair for you, it's not fair for your child, they're going to use your child's name. It's the way this app works.
Can everyone vote, please? The emojis are at the bottom. Everybody votes. Come on, it's free. Press the emojis. Come on. Come on, everyone vote. It's free, it's quick, come on. If you think Daniel should, Daniel Hart's Toxic Dan should be eaten by sharks, smiley face. If you don't, then sad face.
It all needs to stop, but while that person is going at other people's children, unfortunately, it's called collateral damage, and it's all wrong, all of it, it's wrong.
Big up Jill for that.
But I've got to be honest, I still think you're speaking to him. You said that you're not friends and you no longer speak, but there's obviously conversations going on because you're at the house and you're watching his animals, which I respect you for that you're watching someone's animals. You're a better person than me, Paris. You're a much better person than me, right? Because what's going on now is dangerous, very, very dangerous. Really, really. You don't have to send me anything. You don't have to send me anything. But this isn't fair on you. This isn't fair on your son. This isn't fair on other people's children that are being dragged daily, weekly on the app and have done for months and months. But this isn't your fault. This is not your fault.
Yeah, let me just tell you this quickly, guys. Sorry, I've gone off at a tangent. So obviously Blue Kachina's in here, and obviously she says that she's a Reiki master. I don't know if you know what Reiki is. Now, I had Reiki like years ago, and basically this lady put her hands over me. She was a Reiki master and all these stones, and I swear when she did it, yeah, I don't know what happened, but all this heat came all over my body. So when she put her hand on my head and over my, it was boiling, and I thought, how the hell is this woman? Have you had it? How the hell, yeah? Have you had it? How the hell is this woman, right, got drawn all this heat into her hand? I was putting it all over my body. I couldn't believe it, man. You're a Reiki master too, Sinead? It was like a crazy, like literally a hand was like a furnace. Now, it weren't in a way where it was hurting, but it was really hot. And I just literally couldn't believe how great it was. But yeah, Blue Kachina, is there any chance you can do some Reiki on me, please? Anyway, it all depends where you're from. If you're miles away, then no. But if you're not too far up the road, I'd book in a session.
Just like it's people.
Is it cold? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'd prefer cold and hot. I mean, I swear to God, I said to Tally, man, I'd rather be, you know, if I ever had to like choose a way of not being here anymore, I'd rather the snow than the fire, man. It's just, I hate heat. I can't handle it.
I think someone's threatened. Yeah, exactly, Tracy. But I don't want to drag everybody's names into it. It's not fair. Okay, so somebody has threatened Dan's friend, this Paris one, and I don't want to speak about kids. I don't, because I don't think anybody should be, like, not even a retaliation. Do you know what I mean? Like, children, leave them out of all arguments. Everybody. I know that, you know, Talia and Dan had this back and forth, but nobody should be mentioning.
But I will say this to Miss Red, and obviously she never knew the full backstory to this, so obviously she had an opinion, and obviously rightfully so, she does her stuff. But you've got to understand this, Don. Nothing with Talia wasn't doing anything, she wasn't retaliating, she never did a thing, right? And all of a sudden he started mentioning putting up the grandmother's house, he was mentioning the kids, he was talking about social services, and Talia kept biting and biting her lip. She was being shared video after video after video, still the address of, still speaking on the kids, and in the end, obviously, as you would do, she retaliated a little bit, and some people do. And then it carried on, and all she turned around and said, after what you've did and spoken about and what's happened, then I will report you to the social services, because Daniel had already said, I'm going to go to the social services about you because you're giving Talia a kicking in front of the kids, which was absolutely sick. So that's why Talia responded, Don. That's the reason she responded, because she felt she had no alternative, do you know what I mean, but to fight fire with fire, because that's the only way you can deal with Dan, is to fight fire with fire. Yeah, sometimes he thrives off it, you know what I mean, he really, really does. But I think today he would have learnt a couple of lessons, like I said, maybe from his friend or maybe what's come out of his mouth. But who knows? Yeah, big up Lisa, thank you.
Children, not even in retaliation, because it makes nobody any better. Do you know what I mean? So I think from this day forth, anybody that drags children, mentions children, should just be fucking dragged all over the app. It's the only way it's going to stop. We, as a TikTok community, we need to make a stance now. 100%. We need to make a stance once and for all. That if anybody on this app goes for anybody's children, drags 100%. Anybody's children, the app just needs to be in uproar because they're innocent. Now, anyway, right. So the mother of this lad who Dan said that he was his stepson has come on come on TikTok and made a video because she's putting her side out there. So Luke played the video, I'm going to play the video for you now. Alright, do you agree with me? Happy face, you agree with me, sad face, you don't. Do we now, as a TikTok community, everybody start making a stance? Start making a stance when people's children are mentioned. Some of us don't get on, some of us don't like each other, but as creators on Drama Talk, only we can do something about this, so we can get
it's free to vote, guys. There's 1,000 people in there. Can we all vote? The emojis, just press them, press anyone you want, it's free. Please.
Yeah.
What it is, guys, for some of you who can't afford to drop some of you who can't afford to drop a popular, just by voting, it helps to push us up the poll.
They still must be friends, and let me tell you why. Because they're watching his animals. They're watching his animals while he's away. And I'm sorry if somebody put all this onto me and my child, I wouldn't be speaking to them. I really wouldn't, because this is quite serious. I don't know this woman. I don't know this. People. I think someone's threatened. Yeah, exactly, Tracy. But I don't want to drag everybody's names into it. It's not fair. Okay.
Let's pin FYP news.
So
yeah, everyone give her a
somebody has threatened Dan's friend.
We've seen these videos, haven't we? We've seen these. Right, guys, I want to go into what swearing shepherdess said. I want to go into what she said about the situation. And you can all have your opinions on this. You really can. Right, guys, can we please get a popular push? Because you know me, I go off about 6-ish for a couple of hours before I come on later on. So can we please get a popular push? It'd be great.
Kimbo, can you send a message to who he's on holiday with, please?
Big up Sponge Daddy.
But I bet she's fucking... If she's not with him, she'll probably be fucking panicking and wondering fucking same. TikTok is a nasty place. TikTok has got me to the point I've lost the hair out of my fucking head, love. right at the front, a massive fucking round pad
Afternoon, Maria.
in front of me fucking head. People paid thousands to try and destroy me. Like, I know how bad it can fucking be, and I'm not trying to switch this onto me. I'm just trying to give you an example and tell you that I have been through this shit, and it's not fucking nice. And we can stand with his heads held high, you know, like things aren't bothering us, but we are fucking human. They do. Thank you, Charlotte. Phoning up where he's staying. Thank you, Amber. So they rang up the hotel that he's stopping in. Thank you, Demi. I'm not shocked. They've done that with me, haven't they? I've been there having my windows smashed at least once a week for 3 months. Fucking hell, George. Thanks, Sue. Cheers, Charmer.
You got Black Swan.
No, I honestly hope he's okay. It's just not fair to him or his friend at the minute while they're on fucking holiday. For example, his friend didn't expect to go on holiday and have all this shit and have to deal with this. Thank you, Maz. Thank you, Julia.
How you doing, babe?
They say if you've smoked 3 cigarettes in a row, you won't want one for the rest of the day. Shall I try it? Thank you.
But you can't expect anything less from like Laura. You really, really can't. You know, she's another one who fucking manipulates a community. Not only does she manipulate a community, she's got a fella in jail for unaliving someone. She's got a son in prison for unaliving someone, or being obviously an attribute to that. You know what I mean? A co-accused, and then also, you know what I mean? He done a taxi driver as well with with an instrument, you know what I mean, and hurt him, you know what I mean. Like, obviously, Toxic Dan's talking about unaliving a child who's 10 years of age, you know what I mean, unaliving a 10-year-old. He's also mocked the worst about kids and said the worst. He also wished the death on Tally and wished she'd unalive. I've never mocked her kids. I never would. You know what I mean? I've never wished Laura to be unalived, and I never would. Right? I've said a few things in her because I just don't like the way she goes on, etc., etc., etc. But for her to turn around and stand up for a man who said the vilest things on kids, and then turn around and say you don't deserve it, you know what I mean, just proves the kind of mother she is and the kind of moral she's got as a person. But then again, I've heard the way she speaks to Jack, and I've heard the way she is with the kids. Do you understand what I mean? And it isn't good. Why these people go over there and continue to support her as well? All she cares about is her pockets being filled is unreal. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand it. There's another one who isn't the best of people on the app. Like I said, any person, this is a fault to yourself as well, and I will say this to you now, Laura, because this will be on the FYP. Like, you will lose support. You might not think it, but you will lose support because you're sticking up for a man who wishes he's going to do horrible stuff to kids, and it's not the first time. Top Girl, misread grandchildren, Blaster's child, our son, my daughter, like, you know what I mean? Now he's talking about his friends' kids and all that. Exactly, Grinchy, 100%. Anyone who supports him is a wrong. And so if you want to back this man out of people over here, I guarantee, Laura, right, and believe me, I've been in this app 7 years, way longer than you have, you will eventually lose support. It'll be happening in drips and drips and drips, and you think, what the fuck's going on? People say, fucking hell, it's because of your morals. You'll fade out, so... You know what I mean? You should be a woman's woman. You should be standing up for the kids, regardless if you like Tally or you can't stand me or anybody else. You should be sticking up for the kid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Them people. Hang on. Yeah, because you just want to get down on it, because that's what it is with you. Okay. Exactly. Only one person backed her up. We've got 1.2 thousand people in here. Only one person said, you're a star, and his name was he was a geezer.
Oh, no. Shorty, thank you. What do you mean he caused it? Thank you, Eve. You ate this out lately.
He needs everyone he can get at the moment, though. So, you know what I mean? Everyone will be building up his ego. So you watch this space. He says he ain't coming back to the app, but that's a lie, because you have Canadian Angie building up his ego. She'll be supporting him, and then you'll have her building up his ego. So these are the enablers. They're enabling. Oh yeah, I've got Canadian Angie. I've got Laura, and then you'll get all the hanger-oners who don't really care about Dan. All they want to do is get a bit of the toxic. So what they'll be thinking is Dan's slowly destroying himself here, so I'll pretend to be Dan's mate, and eventually the toxics will come over to me and gift me. It's all about financial gain. Yeah, of course. It'll all be about financial gain. None of them give a fuck about Dan. You know what I mean? I generally gave a fuck about him then. I generally give a fuck about Daniel. I really did, and so did Talia. I gave a fuck about the guy. Look, I said, I'm like I said, when he goes for me and he started befriending Canadian Angie, I'm the last person in the world you want to fall out with. I really am. Like, he can say, oh yeah, I don't give, he does give a fuck. How you doing, Scout Slayer? I'm back, had to go and sort the boys out, but anyone bugging him up needs a head up. Exactly. I'm the last person you want to fall out with. Fucking hell, like I said, I had the worst ever battle with EQ, and I'm only at 10% of where I want to be. If I want to start being horrible and ruthless, I can say horrible things just like him and all that. But like I said, I'd never sink myself to his level again. It just isn't worth it. But you go for my kids, you go for my missus, and that. We'll deal with things off the app as well. And so you don't bother me. You know what I mean? And I'll be 100 times ruthless. So when you say, I've got 50 grand, I'm going to put this on you, and I'm going to do this to you, and I'll get this window done in of Talia's grandmother's house. If you did that, it'd be the last thing you ever did. I'm just being straight up facts. Not because I'm going to go out there and do anything, because that's, you know, that's incriminating and that's making out I'm some kind of gangster. But look, I turned around and said, there's a lot of people, family, who gives a shit about me and and they will, and friends, and they will generally support. This is why I hate it when people give it the big and say, I'm going to do this and that. You'll do fuck all. Not that I'm shy, but you'll do fuck all, and that's truth. You know what I mean? So when he goes on, like he's going to do me in and get me unalived and do stuff to Talia, do you know what I mean? Because he earns a few quid on TikTok. The guy lives in a different planet. Like I said, how he spoke, how he treated fucking... You know what Lindsay... Look, Lindsay knows me and my family, now. How he treated Talia is disgusting. Exactly, he's gifted them both unis, miss. Exactly. He says a lot about him. He's just trying to gain, you know what I mean, a little bit of support, a little bit of an army together. But Canadian Angie will sell him under the bus soon enough. That will come. That will happen in time. Boom. She won't care about his fucking... the stuff that he gifted her. She's got dough. So them two are having it. Their egos are too big. They're both narcissists. Narcissists won't last as friends. They won't last. And as for Laura, do you know, at the moment, you know what I mean, she does get a lot of hate on her, but she does it to herself. And that friendship won't last either. Like I said, this is what Daniel does. Daniel befriends every person that me and Talia fell out with. It's weird. It's weird behaviour. Weird behaviour, but that's what he decided to do. I make a great friend, guys. I really do make a great friend, and anybody who knows me will tell you that. But I make a fucking dreadful enemy. A dreadful enemy. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This thing is hardly no one will do something if they say it on here. It's for exactly 100%. Scarcely 100%. I've seen Ruthless Ricky. You're not even at 20% exactly. Talia's been treated like garbage, and she's done nothing but. Thank you very much, Scoutslayer. You're right. 100%, and you and your family, he will be sorry. Exactly, Joe, because Joe, you've known me a very long period of time, but Dan is a fantasist. He lives in his fantasist world, you know what I mean? He thinks that the Ricksta's 5'2", wears a 2-pair and is an idiot, and I'm going to fight in him, and I haven't got anyone, just me and Talia, and we just sit there and on TikTok and come off after and tickle each other's toes, and I've got no family members, no brothers, no cousins, no friends, no mates. The guy's off his rocker. I reckon he's made a few calls or something's happened. He's been told something. Karma is 100% coming from Kaz. It's inevitable. It's horrible. I just can't believe that all of a sudden now the videos are coming out of him. Look, he criticises people's weight and how they are, and look at the size of him. My issue is I'm too soft, too nice. I think, yeah, but sometimes you might have to go a little bit back. What about you is Scoutslayer? You've got a little bit of a community now, and you're growing. You're great, and you're in here now, and a lot of my people will support you, and they will come and watch you, and you will grow generically. But sometimes you just got to be a bit of an arse kicker and fight back. If you don't fight back on TikTok, you'll be the weak target, and eventually it will do you in mentally. So you've got to fire back. I tell you what, people don't like about you: your little videos, your update videos, because you get quite a few thousand views on them, and you'll get hundreds of likes. They don't like them, so that's your way of getting some of these fuckers back. Keep doing them on the wrong ones, because you'll get support. It's Paris and all the others is affected. He fucking owes Paris money, let's be honest. He's used her son to financially gain. I can't believe he's taking this so long. Exactly, Soph. He needs his... Well, he's already taken most of their lives, Laura, so, you know, he's only got 2 dogs left, hasn't he, and a cat? 10%, how you doing, Irish? You okay? I love watching Scout Slay. Well, there you go. You're in here every day, Lady Lou. Her voice. Thank you, hon. I've got a tougher skin. I love doing them. Well, good. Everyone likes him. Personally, I think he's beyond help and doesn't want to change. User 364. You need to put a name in your name so I can call you out. But yeah, I agree with you. Update on Scout Slayer. She's a legend. Well, there you go. I love her updates. So yeah, I think they're good. I watch them. I do. I think that some of them are fucking hilarious. Update. What is it?
Hi, everybody. Update on Ricksta. Right, mate. Update on Ricksta. Yeah, Ricksta today's been shouting everybody, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's been on there scratching his corners and his butthole. I heard him shouting everybody. Oh, he's a wrong on that Ricksta. Oh, I can't believe everyone follows him. Yeah, absolute wrong on Ricksta. Yeah, we don't like you. None of my community do. Fuck off, Ricksta. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's like about me as well. Give her a follow.
In it, yeah, dear.
Give her a follow.
At police letters, everyone felt sorry for it. It's very selective on this app. We already fucking know. Same thing can happen to two people. The same fucking thing, and people will sympathise with this one, and then victim shame fucking this one. This is how this app fucking works. Teresa, educating, thank you. Did you hear what he said about a child? I mean,
FYP evidence.
School holidays. How many parents in chat have threatened to the kids? Come on. And who's threatened to do it to the children before 9 o'clock in the morning? Let's not sit here and make out what he has said is the worst thing on the planet. There is someone on this app who can sit with thousands of people in their life after he compared a baby and a McFlurry ice cream to you know fucking what. Don't you fucking dare. Come on.
Is she on about?
Thank you, Cafe. Are we alright? Luke said way worse than Dan. Are we okay?
Oh my lord. Oh my. No way. Luke has never threatened kids in his life. Ever. He's compassionate. Look, I know Luke, you know you do right, you know what I mean? We all know Luke is a compassionate guy. Yeah, he's got a bit of a temper and he says some shitty stuff sometimes, and as I go back, fair play. But he would never say anything like that. Ever. How the fuck she's just said that and compared Luke to Dan is unreal, saying he said worse. Tell me where. Show me one video where he's ever smoked worse. Ever. Never in a million years. Never ever would. She's crazy for saying that. You know what I mean? She's crazy. And what she'll do, she'll just gain more enemies, because a lot of people love Luke. You know that. A lot of people have got love and support for Luke, and she get exactly Savage Cabbage. Exactly. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, and all he did was mix his words up. You know, that's all he did. Don't forget Luke, man. He comes in the afternoon. He grafts. You know what I mean? He's up early in the morning. Sometimes he's absolutely fucking exhausted. I've mixed up my fucking words before, but he was quick to apologise. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. Fucking hell. We all mix up words. Exactly, Jem. Mad. Exactly. But well, you need to do a video on her. That's what you need to do. You'll get a fucking few views on that. I'll tell you. Once you turn around and saying that, I think what you should do, update on Laura. She turned around and says that Dan is not as bad as what Luke is and is the worst. Oh, that's how I started off. Just giving you a little pointer. I'll play it tomorrow. No problem. But yeah, you get all my likes. I would if Paris called the RSPCA and tell them exactly what's happening, the boys. Exactly, she's absolutely mad. She's literally sticking up for Dan after what he said. She shouldn't even. What are you doing, Uncle Buddy? You okay? How can she even stick up for the fucker? Exactly. Nobody in this world and this app has said worse than Dan. Do you know what I mean? You could compare that to fucking EQ and me, to be fair, over the past, but no one said worse than Dan. No one. And no one ever will. But yeah, like I said, what she said about Luke, fuck me, it's disgusting, like. You know what I mean? Luke's got a lot of love. We all love Luke. When has Dan apologised and meant? He's never apologised and never will. Isn't her son in prison? Exactly. I'll pay you later. She has no moral high ground. She hasn't got no fucking moral high ground. What's happening, the boys? You're good, my pal. I've had my issues with Luke in the past, but he's said nowhere near what's exactly FYP news. Well, you're part of my clan now, FYP news, so no one can go against you. You're part of the firm. EQ has changed. Yeah, she has, for the best, and it's good. In every way, to be fair. Personality, her looks, you know what I mean? She's completely changed. Yeah, she's become a lovely person. Still a bit crafty. I was still couldn't trust her as far as I could fucking throw her. But yeah, she's become a lot more lovelier and she looks different. That's why her son's locked up. Exactly. She's got no compassion at all. I used to get up at 4 a.m. to go and do the horses and Star Wars, get back at 9:30. I bet you were fucking knackered, Chrissy. Pardon my French. How long did her son get? But he's got life, BT. He's got life. In the fact, she's justifying it by trying to say all the parents over holiday. Exactly. BT, I just answered you. You keep putting in spam in the comments. He was a co-conspirator to somebody being unalived. You know what I mean? He was a co-accused, and he got life.
Hey, are we forgetting what Luke said? Thank you, Cassie. What the fuck?
I met Talia on TikTok, Sarah Jane, believe it or not. We met on TikTok. Crazy, is it?
How are you trying to say what
really?
Dan said is way worse to what Luke said? Thanks, Kyle. What was the term that Luke used for what he said?
This was before the murder.
It was a slip of the tongue or something. Well, it might have been Dan slip of fucking tongue and all. Next! Isn't that what they said? Slip of the tongue or something? It was something along those fucking lines, and it's the same with Dan, right?
It'll be somewhere, Savo. It'll be somewhere.
It is like a witch hunt cafe. Get ready because they're horrible bastards.
It's all over the FYP. You'd find it, get up for it.
Was it, Melissa? Thanks, Steph. I don't know if I want to do boxes. Is your name Shakira? Sorry, I get a bit scared.
The broken one, but I'm the only one who needed to stay.
Not long. Hey, gingerbread man.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm great. It's been was it interesting.
What happened then? Sorry about that, guys. My bloody life went. We're back. We're back. Sorry about that.
So.
What they said? Slip of the tongue or something?
Do you know what it is? Everything's overheating here. That's what it is.
It was something along those fucking lines, and it's the same with Dan, right? It is like a witch hunt cafe. Get ready because they're horrible bastards when it fucking. Was it, Melissa? Thanks, Steph. I don't know if I want to do boxes. Is your name Shakira? Sorry, I get a bit scared. I'm not a person who does boxes, Babs.
I'm saying all right, yeah.
Well, and this is another thing I heard Linda Bellis. I'm thinking when she come on this morning, I had to listen to it twice. I think I feel like I need to listen to it again. I feel like, which is very understandable, she's probably trying to cover
Can't hear me, Nick.
her back with the whole situ. Thank you, Nat. If you give me box powers, I'll drop if you need. Hold on 1 minute. Go on then. I ain't done this on this account with you, lot, have I? 1 minute.
Exactly, Gillian. It is a completely different thing.
Manage moderator access. Someone coming to buy eggs. Manage guests some more. Is that what it is, Kimber?
It's happening bonkers, FYP. Guys, please, can you drop me a popular if you haven't? A few more. Heart means if you haven't, and a few more populars would be great. Okay, and I swear to God, everything's fucking boiling in here, and I swear, I feel like I'm going to pass out. You know what I mean? Big up, Miz.
Big up. Oh, I never met you.
Big up, Miz. Big up FYP News. Can we please pin Miz and FYP News? Please. Yeah, there you go. And can we pin Miz after? Thank you. Big love. Hey guys, make sure you pin everyone for at least, you know what I mean, if it's going mad, like 20 seconds. If it's not, at a minimum of 30 seconds. Don't just pin them for 3 seconds and get rid of them because people won't follow them. Big up. So please, yeah, please.
We can go in box. Thank you, Shuba. Because I've only seen clips of it this morning. I'm still trying to process it my fucking self. So fair, thank you.
Big up, Michelle. Thank you, babes.
Cheers, though.
Give Michelle a pin as well. Yeah, I will do. So, let me get rid of Michelle and I'll pin FYP News.
Where's my other mods, in fact?
Big up, Michelle.
Shit, thanks.
Big love, babe.
Hello.
All right, love.
Hello. It was just quickly to say, so yesterday, obviously, I was watching the live, and Talia started actually on Dan first and brought his child up.
That's a lot.
And then he said what he said in
retaliation.
Yeah, but
so you know, guys, I don't know who this lady is, but please take her name down and just tell her that she's full of shit. We all know that Dan had literally put Talia's grandmother's address up. He was slating the life out of the kids. He turned around and he said he was going to social services. He was saying stuff about me. Talia never said a word. She weren't even online. She wasn't live. He'd been doing it all day. He put the grandmother's address out there time and time again, all throughout the day. In the end, Talia got shared that much. She went live herself and put it on there. This is a complete lie. So please, her name is Amy Murphy. So please, mods, everybody else, go over her and inbox her and tell her, Amy Murphy, that she's a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar. Please get me a screenshot of an account and we'll find out a little bit of information about her, the lies she's told. I'll be playing her on my FYP show tonight at 8:30 and I'll be letting people know all about the lies that comes out of her mouth. Anything you've got on her, any videos, please send it me across because I want to know, she needs to do a video apology to Talia. Please, TT, and I know Gemma will and Leslie, please, and you, Lindsay, please go over there and inbox this woman. Her name is... She just told a complete and utter lie there on Talia's name. Amy Murphy. A-I-M-E-I-E Murphy. Just for clout. This is what people do for clout. Absolute lies. So they've gone in there, told a complete and utterly lie on Talia when that's not the truth. You know what I mean? Just an evil... Just doing it for clout. How is it bullying, Cassidy? How is it telling somebody that they're a liar? Not really, no. I'll tell you what's bullying, when you threaten someone to love a child and say you're going to do something to its throat and dox old people who are touching 90 on there, and then you get people like her defending her. So basically it's okay for her to defend DV abuse, child neglect, you know what I mean, vulnerable adults being put over the internet, kids with autism being threatened to be unalive. But you want to call me a bully? What have I done? Also just turn around and say, go over there and tell her that she's a liar, and I'll tell everybody that if she supports this kind of a person, I'm here defending the adults with disabilities, or the kids, or the mothers, and I'm going to defend them, and I can't have her go around the app and tell lies in front of 1,000 people. I'm going to call her out for a bullshit. If you think that's bullying, then so be it, but it's not bullying at all. It's truth-telling. It's called truth-telling, love.
He didn't mean to say it, if that makes sense, because as soon as he'd said it, he said, I shouldn't have said that.
Exactly.
And he apologised. He said straight away, I'm sorry for saying that.
It is everything that
you know what she's like. Like, she was going at him.
Exactly.
And then basically she said, watch what happens when you get back.
Facts.
Basically, he'll know what's coming to him. So she was laying a lot of threats to him, really, and
he never said
it was quite sad because
never said a word.
He did just say it out of... He didn't think, do you know what I mean?
Anger and temper.
Oh, he didn't think, look, he said about Blaster's baby, he didn't think what he said about Miss Red's grandchildren, he didn't think what he said about my dead mother, he didn't think what he said about Top Girl's child, he didn't say what he said about the loss of our baby, he didn't say what he said about unaliving our kid. No, he just wasn't thinking, was he? No, that's a trait. He continues to do it. He's an evil geezer and he won't stop. He don't care about anyone but himself. That's facts. All right?
But haven't we all said and done things before when we're angry and we've got a temper?
Yeah, but he said sorry as literally a second as he'd said it.
Yeah, because didn't Talia say that she were coming for the kids?
So who's
Dan?
Who's Leland?
It's not his child, it's his old friend's child, right? They were good friends before and they're not now. Is that what I heard?
Massively.
Right.
Talia really held the shit together.
It shouldn't be going for anyone's child. Why is the child being brought into it?
You know what TikTok's like? They'll bring your kids, your gran and every fucker into it, won't they, love? It's just how it is.
Well, yeah, she did. Yes, she said she was going for that child.
First. So
yeah.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't say she was going for. What she turned around and said is she's going to go and tell the social services what he said about the child. So there was no threats. This is what she turned around and said. So that's a lie. More lies out your mouth.
What he said was in retaliation. This is what people fail to forget, and they've got selective hearing with, because a lot of times it's just someone basically retaliating to what they said. The people forget what the person said prior and just focus on what they've said in retaliation in the heat of the moment. Because again, people are failing to forget. A matter of a few days ago, we had his windows put through again.
So that's the second time?
Second time he's had his windows put through in a short space of time, yeah.
And then she also basically went on Google, got a picture of his home and put it on her screen.
See?
So everyone could see the name of the road, where...
See, another lie. There you go, another lie. See what these lies are like. So she's in the box literally lying for Toxic Dan. She's basically, you heard what she just said, another compulsive lie. She said Talia's gone out of her way, got Toxic Dan's address and put it all over the of the internet. Play. No, what really happened? What really happened, people? This is what really happened. Toxic Dan was on holiday, and 4 times in one day he's put an elderly woman's address on the back of his green screen and played it all day long and said, "This is where Talia lives and Ricky." This is what he said. He did it all day long. In the end, obviously, having been shared, that Talia then came on the night and said, "Boom, this is his address." He's disgusting, and then went for him with what he said. That's exactly what happened. This was retaliation. She's just told another lie made out that Talia did. See what I'm saying? Talia wasn't even fucking live all day. She never come live till on the night because she never got stopped sharing fucking videos. Madness.
Relieved. So he then did it back to her because he's gone away, ain't he? And then she was like, "Well, I haven't lived there for ages." And he was like, "But you still own the property." And then it went on and on and on. So...
I know some people have been saying, "Oh my God, but the child weren't there when he put windows through." And so what if he wasn't? So what if he said that as a way to try and prevent it from happening? So, I'm sorry, I'm just saying, so what? Because it's not like he used a child, but he's saying it because there could be moments when a child's at the house and they could put the windows through. There's no time and date when someone's going to come and put your windows through. And he knows at some point he has got this child in his house, so he is going to say it. It's like me with my grandkids.
People are saying...
But that's just my opinion on that.
Like, there's loads in these comments. Like, Dan's this, Dan's that. I'm not being funny, but no one's innocent. They're just as bad, and they're winding him up. If they left him alone, ignored him, stopped targeting him, then he would leave them alone.
And you know what his mouth...
So you can tell what a bad woman this is. She's gone in there, told a pack of lies. She's obviously, I hope she's not a mother. I hope she's not a mother. She's just told a pack. Me and Talia are targeting Dan. What has Talia said about Daniel, guys? Did she say nothing at all last night? Talia even said a word. She hasn't been firing up live. She hasn't been playing videos. It's me. Exactly. So this, yet again, this Amy Murphy, another liar, another troll, has gone on the app. Exactly, imagine being a parent and supporting Dan. And gone on and told a pack of lies about Talia to try and cause Talia more hate. More hate in her life. Then you got the comments in there, Talia's horrible, Talia's this, Talia, and it, you know what I mean? Who's that? Lizzie, do you know this Amy Murphy then? Lizzie? Because I don't know her. Please share me your account. Because I'm going to call her out for what she is, a compulsive liar. And if you're telling me she's a liar, then you obviously know who this woman is. Please share me this woman's account. Well, share it to Gemma or share it to the Arc Agency. You can't share it to this account at the moment. Yeah, you know her personally, Lizzie, yeah? What's her account? Can you share the account to Jem or Leslie? Jem's in here and Leslie's, please. If you share her account, lady, if you can put it in the WhatsApp group. I'll literally put it on later on. This woman's a real bad. This is what you call a bad woman. This is the kind of person who goes out and tells lies on people and men. You can tell she's a really, really bad egg. She's just told a load of story and load of lies. Imagine if it wasn't on the FYP. Imagine that. And she's in there in front of Laura's audience with over 1,000 people, and Laura's listening to all this bullshit. Crazy, man. Crazy.
It's like anyway, there's no change there. He's savage.
But I tell you something, right? If he, hopefully he doesn't, but if he took it to that level and took his own life through them, that's 2 people in the space of 2 weeks that will have done that.
Thanks.
And it's not good. It's not. But people just need to be kind. I don't understand.
You just told a pack of lies, love.
Like, if you don't like someone, don't like him. But why?
Who's she on about, guys? Who's took the life on the app that we don't know about? Can anyone tell me a life that's been taken on the app? Because it's new to me, no one said anything. Oh yeah, she's talking about DBZ, isn't she? Sorry, my bad. She's talking about DBZ. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've just got it. I've just clocked on. I know. Yeah. What about the people that he's played with? What about their mental health? Like I said, what about if you know what I mean? For instance, push Talia over the head, what he said about the kids and what he said about the lock of the child. What about Talia went out there and done a selfie? Do you know, what about the Blaster went and did it and done a selfie? Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Ricksta.
Hello, Mark.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, I'm struggling to understand where she's coming from.
She's told a pack of lies, Luke. She's gone on there and said Talia started.
Because how, like, you've heard Talia didn't start it whatsoever, right?
Exactly.
So I'm struggling to understand where she's coming from when she's saying she's using DBZ's name, but yet how many times has Dan Ricksta in the last 6 months put nonce on my name?
Loads.
How many times? He told people the other day that I've got CP on my phone. He told everyone that I'm Snapchatting underage people on Snapchat. So does the rules not apply then to Dan? So when she's telling to people to be kind, why doesn't she start with the one that's the fucking problem?
Exactly. And she turned around and said, Luke, I thought you weren't in here. She turned around and said, oh yeah, that Luke's a lot worse than Dan, what he said. And I just went absolutely ballistic. I said, it's fucking disgusting. You compared that. I said, Luke's never said anything like that in his whole life, ever. Do you know what I mean? So the hatred she must have for you as well. I said,
I would never. Who said that? Laura?
Yeah, Laura did, in this video.
Right, let me tell you where it stems from me and Laura, because Laura's a piece of shit. And let me tell you where it stems from me and Laura. So, about 18 months ago, nearly 2 years ago, right, her mods brought to my page about her interbreeding dogs, yeah? And they brought Facebook pages, they brought people. She said it was a disgruntled mod. There was 5-6 people in my box saying that she was interbreeding dogs, they were ill, and when people were buying them and then they had the vet report, she was then blocking them. That is exactly why me and Laura fell out, right? And in that same live, people were bringing up her son and blaming her for her son, and I sat there and went, do not blame the woman for her son, nothing to do with her. And she has slated me ever fucking since. That is how it happened. Yeah.
She's another narcissist, Luke. That's what she is, just a narcissist. She's not a good person. She's not a good egg. And I've called her out a million times for what she's defending Dan of what he said about the kids and what he said about
so she has no morals.
She's got no morals.
So she has no morals.
She's got no morals at all. And then you got this woman in there, this fucking Amy Murphy, lying and saying stuff that isn't even fucking true. Made it up, literally fucking rolling off her tongue, loads of bullshit.
Do you know what I think's disgusting? That she's using a man's death to try and say, why shouldn't we all be kind? Well, go and start with the piece of shit, the dirty piece of shit that's the one going around the app saying shit about people, putting nonce on their name, putting lies on their name. Go and start with the person that's the fucking problem. Yeah,
exactly. Do you want me to play? I'll just send the video.
No, I'm not. I am not interested. I don't see. The thing with me is these two on the screen now. They mean less than nothing to me. Yeah, they mean nothing. So whatever's coming out of their mouth, every time Laura goes in, she goes in on me all the time. So I mean something to her. She means nothing to me. She's a piece of shit. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. And the woman next to her has clearly just been a proven liar.
Yeah, she's just a clout chaser off your name, Luke, because she knows you get the views. That's all.
Everyone clout chase, right? I'm going.
See you in a bit.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Take
for
care,
the
Luke.
gift.
Take care, cuz.
Bye, take care, Ricksta. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, so he's right. Like I said, this woman's just told her literally a pack of lies. And it seems to me that Laura's just got an absolute load of hate for Luke. You know what I mean? Big up No Ducks. Thank you so much. I don't really want to... Listen, can I say something to you, crazy queen? Look, seriously, I do not care. Please stop putting other people's... Big up, Luke, bro. Big up, Luke. Big up, cuz. Big love, man. Get pinned, Luke. Get pinned. Can somebody pin Luke? Yeah, listen, I don't care about that person you're talking about. Literally, they mean nothing to me. Look, you don't even say... They're not on TikTok. They've got no clout. Nobody listens to, you know what I mean, what comes out of their mouth. Do you know who's getting roasted? You are. It's a crazy. You know what I mean? I can get roasted by the likes of that fucking idiot. She's another person who's got a bit of a wish, but like, you know what I mean? It's not hard to deal with Claire Duffy. She's easy to deal with. She's just nobody. That's it.
Why do you have to bring children into it? Target the house.
Big up, Serena.
Like, he ain't gonna feel
Everyone
safe
give Luke
in
a
that
follow
home
as well,
anymore.
guys.
I'm doing this because, you know, some people might roll their eyes at me, but they always bring my fucking kids into it. Oh, but they're not kids, though, they're adults.
Yeah, and then she told him to OD before she cut him off on the thing. Basically, she hopes he goes, and I just thought, do you know what? How awful is that?
Because she is an awful person. I mean, in my opinion, there's nothing nice about her.
But she's on today, discussing him still. Like,
they've been doing it since they've been putting his fucking windows through, because it feels like it's...
Right, you do me, Eddie. Right, I'll close this down quickly. Let me close this down quickly.
You're right about now. I'm standing in front of one.
I don't know who this fucker is.
In front of one.
Look this with your family and share this. Don't forget to follow us and let us know which one.
Intimidate me because piss off, Ricksta. Piss off.
I've been to Luke. I've shared Luke the evidence that his own cousin doxed my children in uniforms, and then Luke wouldn't answer the phone to me. Luke was declining my phone call on WhatsApp. So what does that say then? Because Luke is not going to stand up against him. That's the thing.
Overall, Claire, you're just in here for clout. You're clout chaser, and you'll be back in Dan's
I've got my own platform.
You're an absolute wrong'un. That's why you're wrong'un. Just like Dan, you're wrong.
Name some. Okay, don't drop.
Wait a minute. Can I just stop you all, guys, right? Let me just have my say, please. Just stay in the box, right? And let me have my say. Ricksta doxed my friend, my mod, Lynn's.
What in him?
Living there. She's got a child fucking living there. And then he must have sit back and say that, you know, about that she didn't. She never doxed you, Ricksta. You're a fucking liar. I've got all the evidence against you. Every evidence I've got against you, love. You never doxed me. She never did that.
Ricksta, what he did with my children, I've got it in black and white. I'm posting it, Ricksta. The whole lot's going on what he did with my disabled children. You done an exposure. I heard of his kids. Children in uniforms. I do not agree with what Dan said, Rita. It's sick and twisted, but you have got no room to call anybody out.
I don't care anymore, Ricksta. I don't care anymore. I really don't.
Oh, shut up, you pisshead.
Put him in the box, Angie. Put him in the box.
In the box.
Yeah, let me go over there. Everyone call her a wrong one.
Here they come as a tag team once again.
Yeah, Bonnie, let me speak.
I'll be dealt with. Were you threatening, mate? Wait, there you go, Angie. You ain't gonna do shit. I said Smalley, beat and
You're not gonna be dealt with. He's just joking, man, for fuck's sake. You're not gonna be dealt with.
What do you want to eat?
No.
Huh? I feel hungry.
Oh my. I don't give a flying shit. You put my children. No. It was my. Mute him, Angie. Mute him. You dox out Linz as well. You dox Linz. Touch your mouth, Talia. Pray yourself away, love. Nobody beat a child. No.
Yeah, you did.
I see.
One sec, Ricksta, right? One sec, Ricksta, you wanna,
You are fucking idiot. And I've got the,
love, yeah? You dogs that Linz. Yeah, she got child here. Piss off with your friends, yeah?
So what's the reason why you flip-flopping now? Why have you turned on Ricky when you know the disgusting things that have been said? What, you just want attention?
Listen, I'll never support Dan.
For starting on Ricky now.
Let me tell you, I'll tell the truth. Do you want me to tell the truth?
Talia, my name's
Talia. Okay, do you want me to tell the truth?
Yeah.
Right. He dogs Linz.
No, I didn't.
So you never cared about that before?
Yeah, but I'm caring about it now then.
Yeah, why? Because you want some attention.
Get out of my life.
I'm be at your door. Get out of my door. Listen, I'm not in the mood for you. I will come to your fucking door. Keep running your fucking mouth.
Oh, now you're making friends. You've got kids as well, Talia. You've got kids.
Get out. You want to sit there and say you're a Christian? You're nothing but a Christian. Piss off. I'm a Christian.
I don't even understand, well, that woman gets fucking views. I really don't. I think she's an absolute pissed up fool.
Hello?
She will literally be on the fucking thingy tomorrow crying and saying I'm sorry and that. She's a fucking idiot. How anybody supports How has she got 2,000 people in there? Right, sorry, let me turn this up. How has she got 2,000 people in there supporting her, watching her drunk? Look, it's crazy, like, absolutely madness. She's got 2,000 people in there supporting her. Do you know what it is with Angie, right? This is what's happened to Angie, straight up fact. She's a walking train wreck, as you know. Her platform is crumbling. It's crashing down. People are starting to... Oh, of course she won't. People are starting to, like, find her now. Like, shit, it's a walking train wreck. People only really go and watch her when she's doing something triggering, when she's pissed. And one thing about her, guys, it's always a little bit of a storyline. So, because I've got views of 1.6 thousand, and I did...
Listen, I'm just not in the fucking mood today. Let me tell you something, and you best tell that fucking alcoholic in Acton, I'm in no mood for anyone's bullshit. Especially some bastard that's only half an hour up the road. If she dares makes this situation work and start her own tits today, you best believe I will fucking go round her house.
It's the
because she is half an hour up the road.
She'll be dealt with. I can't be arsed with these people anymore.
No, I will deal with her myself. Do you know what? I should have dealt with Angie a long time ago, yeah? Enough's enough now. Anyone like her, because you know the reason she's doing this is because you've got views. How pathetic. She's going to stand on a man that said the most disgusting thing. Yeah, but I'm not fucking about no more, Ricky, and especially with someone that's half an hour up the road. Exactly. Does she think I'm some sort of cunt?
People are not stupid. Listen, guys, we all know the reason she's doing it. Because she's got literally, big up Coco, because I've got views. You know what I mean? I'm starting to do a lot better than her. We're getting a lot more love now, and she doesn't like it. You know what I mean? She really, really don't. She's absolutely swishy. She can't get a word out. She can't speak properly, and people just like to see.
Yeah, well, let's see where her twisted mouth gets her when she's fucking drunk. I hope she can throw a fucking arm when she's that pissed as well, because that's where her mouth's leading her. Her mouth is basically inviting me to go sort her out. Tell her to fucking carry on. I swear to God, she's half an hour up the road. I don't care anymore, Ricky. I'm sick of people taking the fucking piss out of me. The shit she said about Levi as well, and Levi's child, she's a fucking wrong and all.
That's
carry
what I mean,
on, Angie.
Ricksta.
Carry on, because you know I'll fucking knock. I've come to you twice now.
Babe, you, please.
This is what she wants.
I ain't joking.
Babe. You know the score, babe.
So
at the
don't
moment.
fuck about you.
Tyler, listen what she wants. This is what she wants, Rick.
Do not let her back in this box. I'm telling you
Talia,
now, do not let her
relax.
back in it, because
Not
if you
worth
do, she's going to end up getting a ban. I don't want Talia banned. She's got a good account. She's worked it up. Do you know what I mean? She's done all right. She's infuriated yet again because what Angie's done, as you know, Levi, she's got pissed. She don't like the fact that people are getting more views than her.
No, you're doing well.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
doing well.
You get more support. And when anybody's doing well on this app, anyone, she then gets jealous. She was jealous over Scram with Dan. She was jealous over the barge. She's jealous because Levi's doing well and says she's looking at the clothes. She's jealous over fucking thing. Well, she's an absolute no mark. She's an absolute no mark. Tell Claire, oh, give me a full address. Like, I mean, I can look enough now with Claire Bear. Enough now with Claire. Like, just
Yeah, I'm close to going to the police on her, bro. I'd be surreal with the stuff she's saying and coming out of her mouth about me, because it's, you know, it's damaging on the platform. Plus, especially when I got a son, so I'm that close.
Is
If she
that
spouts
Angie? Is
any
that
more
Angie or
shit,
Claire?
Delusive.
Listen,
If she spouts any more shit, I'll go to the
listen,
police.
you're not like me, Levi. You're not like me. You're a different geezer. You've got a kid and you've got a family to think about. I'm different. You're a civilian. I'm not. You need to do what you need to do. You cannot be because what it is, because she's got a big audience, you will be slandered. You will be mocked. The videos will come out there. It's defamation, right? And the police nowadays are not taking this kind of stuff lightly. They will deal with that. Do you know what I mean? Rick, is that you, Claire Duffy? Ricksta, rise me, please. Is that you, Fafo? You're not. Listen, Claire Duffy. You not get out of my life. I've had enough of you. You little.
I'll never go back to that woman ever again after what she said.
I've had enough about you, Fafo. Look, Claire. I've had enough of you. Right, your own sister don't like you. Your family don't like you. Your sister cannot stand you. I've had messages off your sister. You've messages off you kicking the kid around, which you have, right? And I will be doing another exposure on you this Sunday. So please, guys, this Sunday, R8, my big exposure will be on Claire Duffy. Of number one, when they were attacked on the bus, these obviously the stuff that's come out of her mouth, and on top of that, right, you know what I mean, what she's done about kicking a child and a kid in a school uniform. She attacked a child. All right, so I don't want to be listening about that Claire Duffy. She's an absolute vile little cretin and wrong, and the only reason she wants to speak about me because I don't want anything to do with her. I want to allow her in my box, big up Harley. And she was blocked, and the reason she was blocked because she was going over there and defending and sticking up for Canadian Angie. Because if I befriended bloody Claire Duffy tomorrow, do you know what I mean, she'd be telling me how amazing it was and how much she wants to kiss my arse and stick a tongue up my bum. Straight up facts. Because every time I say, oh, let's finger, she tells me how great I am. Nobody fucks with Ricksta and the man them. Everybody knows about Ricksta, where I'm from. But then she goes and always behind the front door and gives it the cheek and ear. She's a cheeky fucker, that's all she is. She's an unhinged woman with a cheek and ear, and then believe me, she's the kind of person I can shut down quite quickly like that off this app. Never did it before, but I could shut her up like that, alright, quickly. Because you know what I mean, but I cannot keep having these people keep speaking like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I will do this exposure on a Sunday. I will.
Anyway, guys, it's 1.3k in you. If you want to send a heart,
let's get Claire in the box.
Get it up there. 20 on the popular Ricksta. Get him up to top 10.
Yeah, let's get Claire in the box. This is Claire. This is I can figure these.
No, Claire's in Delusive still.
No, this is Claire, man. This is Claire.
Ricksta.
Yeah, go on.
Right, mate. My name's Sarah. I'm from Birmingham. I don't even know who this Claire Duffy is.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm different, mate, honestly.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's
I don't even know who this Claire Duffy is. My name's Sarah Farrell.
Oh, Sarah Farrell. I think I know who you are, don't I?
I tried to private message you the other night, but you said that you couldn't get the message.
Oh, you need to message me on bloody the ARC agency, Sarah. You need to message me on there because I've been banned on this account for some other stuff. What's going on anyway? How can I help you, sir?
No, I was just going to say to Talia, like, you know, if she about the Angie thing, it'd be like hitting a child, you know, because she's drunk all the time. People only like watching her because she's an idiot and, like, as you says, like a train crash. You know what I mean?
It's not.
I wouldn't even bother going. I wouldn't even waste your time with her because this is what she wants. She wants a rise out of you.
You got Irish in your family, ain't you? The way you're talking.
Yeah,
you got
Dublin.
Irish. You've definitely got Irish in your family with a name like Farrell. Where about you from, sir?
Originally from the Bromford, then now I live in Kingshurst.
Oh, you know Kingshurst, yeah. So you definitely heard of the Lawlers, haven't you?
I'm related to the Lawlers.
Oh yeah, do you know I'm Ricky Lawler, don't you? I'm Rocky's son.
Did you have an uncle called Liam? Liam Lawler, married to Dina Farrell.
I know I know who the Farrells are. They're married into. He's not my uncle. He's a cousin, like. But I know who you're on about.
Are you from the East Wall in Dublin?
I'm a what? No, my family are from Dublin. Yes, Sean McDermott Street.
Yeah, from the East Wall.
Yeah. That's them. That's my nan and granddad. Yeah.
there's loads of them used to play for Shamrock Rovers.
I can hear the Irish in your accent. I can hear that when you're talking, even though you're a Brummie, you've still got the Irish in you. So obviously, I mean, have your parents, were they born and bred in Ireland, was they?
Oh, hello.
Yeah. My dad come over when he was 8 and my mum come over when they were 12.
Yeah.
What moderator is rejecting my request?
Nobody, babes.
Yeah, twice a moderator has rejected
so do you know what it was,
my
babe?
request.
Babe, it was me. I turned around and said, listen, I do not want your account taken down or banned, and that's what I said, please do not let Talia in. I do not want you losing your account, because I know what you like, so please, when you've calmed down, that's the reason why, so blame me, babe, it's my fault. I said it. Go on, sorry, you've calmed down a little bit, hopefully, go on. I'm being protective, come on.
Yeah, don't fucking do that to me.
Okay, go on.
I'm not a fucking
No, it's just that they're saying that I was some Claire Duffy, and he was like, no. I
thought it was. But I was close anyway, because you were still a Brummie.
Well, people think that I'm a man because of what my name is, Fafo. Fuck around and find out. It's what I say to my kids. You fuck around and you find out.
Exactly.
That's what I say to the kids.
Exactly.
I've had to message in your man here in this box next to me. I don't know I can't see what his name is.
Levi, he's a good fella. He's a good lad.
Hey, mate,
I just messaged him and I said, will you tell Ricksta that I'm not this woman who he thinks like, I don't know who she is.
Have you
Well, just
messaged him?
under this name.
Oh, you have messaged me. You have.
Yeah, I can tell she's one of my own, Sarah's, because how she's talking. Do you know what I mean?
I'm good. How are you?
Look, if you listen to my accent as well, you can hear it in my accent that we haven't got the full. We haven't got that. We've got the twang of the Irish too. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's because of our family.
You say certain words and like Brummies look at you as though what they on about, like what she is.
We'll say Egypt and all that, and your man and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously it's thingy. Yeah, I've probably seen you around. I've probably seen you in the Kerryman in the past, or the Dublin when it was open.
Always in there.
Did you ever just go to Gary Owen back in the day? You were a bit too young for that.
Oh no, I went there. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
My ex-boyfriend's cousin had his eye, got a glass in his eye there, had it put out TikTok shop.
You're not talking about Anthony Border, are you?
I can't remember his name. Related to another lot of Farrells.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know you're about. Yeah, there's Farrells who live up in Maycock Screen as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. They're not related. Derek.
Jimmy Farrell, his name is.
Oh no. It's not really that common, really, over here.
Yeah, my friend was a Farrell. He passed away. His name was he was Michael Freeman, but his real name was Michael Farrell.
Oh, we haven't got a Michael.
He died years ago, like, you know what I mean? He died about a long time ago, so.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sarah, I don't know if you watch me, you have to give me a follow, man. It's nice to get all the fellow brothers watching me.
I am following you, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Well, I don't know, I haven't checked. But yeah, that delusive Angie, man, she's a walking disaster. All she does is comes on and says the worst of the worst. She gets jealous of how people are doing, and she just shoots them down, and this is why she's doing it to you, Levi's, because you now's finally picked
I've done fuck all to her as well, bro.
But this is what she's doing. There's Farrell's by me to Birmingham towards King's Heath Way. Is that where you're from, Sarah Jane, King's Heath? Yeah,
me?
No, I'm speaking to Sarah Jane in here, like
sorry, my name's Sarah. Sorry.
No, yeah, there's another Sarah. But listen, Sarah, I'm going to drop you, but you can come in my box anytime you're around, man. Just give us a shout if something's going on. Feel free to jump up, babes, all right?
Yes, Sam, go on. God bless.
I wouldn't go back
God
now,
bless,
guys.
God bless.
It's off Boris Johnson. I wouldn't go back now, nah.
What are you doing?
No.
Yeah,
Who?
Who's sending me records? Who was that?
Boris Johnson.
Get out of here, Boris Johnson.
I thought I saw Alex in your window then.
Yeah, what it is with you, Levi, you need to listen to what it is. You're in your own lane now. Do what you're doing, Levi, and stay away from her.
I would never use it for clout or monetary gain. I just thought she was funny to go live with. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can be actually funny. I won't. I promise you now. I will not go back at what she spouted about me and my son and talking on my kid and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? We were trauma bonded.
Yeah, you need to. You just need to big up Boris. Thank you. You just literally need to do you, Levi. And
I'm literally a cam too. I literally have no opinions on anything. I literally just sit there and just watch. I'm not problematic whatsoever.
But what she get out of it, Boris. But what she will do, she'll wait for a couple of days. She'll apologise. You'll get back in there and do it again. Like I said,
I promise you, Ricksta, I won't. I promise you.
You have to grow on your own, man. On TikTok, you know that. Do your.
I'm telling you now.
Everyone knows who
if
you
I go
are
back
now.
to her,
be you.
Right.
Yeah.
If there's a four-way that happens,
if you go back, I'll tell you what. If I cop you in her box again and live, I'm going to block you.
I'll send you a uni.
And I'll block your deal.
I'll send you a uni.
You always
if I
send
go
me the
back.
uni and then I'll block you after, yeah?
Yeah, you block me after.
Okay.
I promise you.
If
I
I
won't.
see you in her box, you can obviously cam 2 and it's different, but if you're in her box or you're live with battling,
But if there's like
remember
if
guys
I'm
in
on
uni and I can block him.
If I'm on with Corey and Corey brings it in, do you know what I mean? That's to be accepted. But if it's a one-on-one or a box, then a uni's to Ricksta.
Yeah, she does. She does. Obviously, I agree. I think, you know what I mean. And when she's absolutely pissed out of her mind, I wish to God her mods would say, "Listen, Angie, get off TikTok." You know what I mean. Delusive Jojo's just coming here as well, and she's one of Angie's biggest gifters. I don't know why you don't tell her, Jojo, to just get off. You've had a drink. You're causing trouble. You know what I mean. You're going to say some real bad things that you regret tomorrow. You know what I mean. Just get off the app. But she won't. You know what I mean. She said to me the other day, I'm not going to be drinking, and yeah, exactly. I won't be drinking on live again, and boom, she's drinking again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rick, I'll let you get on with the show. Everyone get your populars in.
Yeah, guys, can we get some populars, please?
Everyone top up 100 populars. Send them. Hold on your finger. Boom, done.
Oh, Talia just coming here. Talia's just
yes,
coming
we
here
love Talia. Cheesecake Talia. We love Talia. Chill out, Talia. Go and get a cup of tea.
I really want her to come and cheesecake. She's such a good cook. She just came in and God bless her, man. She came in. She's so moody. She's like, but
no, she's getting shit left, right, and centre. Do you know what I mean?
She don't listen to them.
React.
I listen to them.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down, Rick.
Yeah, big love, bro. See you in a bit, Levi.
Bye, mate.
Big love, mate.
Don't tell my door again.
Big up. What you say? What did he? I don't even know what he said. Post. Who's posted your nan, Savage Minx? Who posted your nan? Hello, Caroline. Who posted your nan, Nick? If they do, we're going to give you them at the end of the live, please. Okay, Nemesis. I will, Nicole, but can you drop me an hand art then? Or a few populars to do. Oh, look, I think. Hi, Talia. Talia, when do you want to go? When do you want to leave? Talia's on my case. Ricky, I went to the Garryowen years ago. Fucking hell, they were the day. I'm originally from. Are you originally from Shardend? Okay. I lived in Shardend for a little while when I was really, really young. It's okay, Serena. It's okay. Is somebody in the box? Who's in the box? Is Talia back in the box? Is Talia's in the box? Let her in. But if not, that's it. Talia says post my nan. Are you in Allen Rock? Fucking hell. That's a bit of a rough area, right, Lisa? You still drinking the fucking Fox and Goose? Look at WhatsApp, Ricky. I will do. Let me have a little look. Oh my God, please, Lord. No way. Oh, right, let's, we're just going to make a quick phone call, guys, if you want to stick around and that, you know what I mean? But let's, we're going to make a phone call. That's if they answer. They might not even answer, but who knows. They might answer, who knows. Right, guys, can we get some populars, please?
Hello?
Is that you, Claire?
Someone on the phone.
Miss Claire? Claire?
Yeah?
You need to calm your shit down now, you know. Look, seriously. You need
No,
to.
that's enough for you now.
You need to calm. Listen, Claire. Seriously, I've had Kev on the phone, and that it's not. You need to calm the fuck down. What you're going on, like, seriously.
Really?
It's not about TikTok. No, seriously, Claire. Stop. What? Go on.
Are you gonna stop and listen to me for 1 minute?
Go on.
Right. You damn well know we're both from Brumia, you get me? Yeah? I'm not no dickhead girl, you get me? I'm a dusty, yeah? I'm also involved with a lot of big men. Like my baby fathers, yeah? My baby fathers ain't no dickheads, yeah? Now, Ricky, you know what I don't like? Yeah? I know that you're calling out toxic Dan. I get that. And I'm with you on that, Ricky. I'm with you on that. But you also have to understand you did post my children.
Listen, Claire, stop deflecting. The reason it is because I haven't had you in my life for a bit and I blocked you. You got really upset, took it personal because you loved me. That's the truth. And that's the reason why you got to stop lying, Claire. And this is the reason you got upset. Tell the truth. Come on.
No, Ricky.
If you apologise and say, come on, I'll unblock you, and we could be mad. You got to apologise though. Come on.
Listen, Bernchuld.
Don't start calling me Bernchuld. You are a Bernchuld. Just apologise and we can move on. Come on.
I'm not going to apologise for shit. Ricky, you know.
Apologise, Claire, and I'll unblock you. You know you love me. Stop lying.
La Muhammad Rasulullah, the Holy Quran, I never apologise. I'm a gangster bitch.
Oh, shut up with the guy. Stop being like silly. Come on. Just stop being silly. Just apologise. We can move on. Come on.
No, but you know what it is? No one's disagreeing with what was said.
I know what you're saying to that, but I'm saying you've got upset and really hurt because I blocked you, and you know that you deep down you've got love me and you love Talia. You've got to stop jumping in boxes, just defending Canadian Angie and doing that kind of shit then and get a bit of morals because you say I'm from the manor. I'm from the manor. If you're from the manor, then why are you defending people who mock dead kids and children, baby? Like you shouldn't be doing that because that's not good.
Nobody agrees with that though, Ricksta.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be in there defending Canadian Angie jumping in a box and that. You know what I mean? You should be on mine and Talia's side, shouldn't you?
You did post my kids' facts.
Yeah, listen, I did an exposure on you back then because you were going in violent words and you said bad stuff about me and started calling. The reason I did it is because you called me a wrong one and I think.
My man was locked up when you did that.
Oh, I'm just saying, you were saying, hang on, Claire. You said the worst about me at the time. You were calling me bad names and that's why I retaliated. I don't care about Tyson, shut up. I'm saying, I don't care. All right, please. Come on, you know me better than that. You know me better than that.
Daddy, so stop that shit, man.
No. You need to calm down and apologise.
You need to relax. I'm like, listen,
listen, Bernchuld, when you apologise, right, we can be mates, but I want an apology, all right?
I'm my mother's grave.
Well, that's it. Stop jumping in boxes and speaking about me, otherwise you're going to stay blocked until you apologise.
I'm doing it 39 Euro Birmingham land.
Oh, get out of it. You just try and let me in your front door and get me into bed. Get out of it, pervert. You know, you do it, bro. I know what you do. You'd let me in. You'd be in some kind of gear and that you're trying to introduce me into the bedroom and say, please, Ricksta, I've always liked you. I know you're gang, Claire. Get out of it. Apologise and we can be friends. See you later. Get out of it, Bernchuld. You are a Gandu. International Gandu. You are international Gandu, Bernchuld. Get out of it. Alright then. Alright, who's the next? Who should we ring next? Alright. Oh, okay, what's this?
No, it's not even a joke, Ricky. She's just sat on Angie's live telling people that I'm a bad mum and I should have my kids taken off me and all that shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did she really, babe?
Yeah, so I'm not really laughing with her.
No, I didn't even know, babes. You're the first one to tell me. You know I wouldn't fucking have that. She's fucking. This is all down to us not having her in a box and blocking her. You know what I mean? She gets affected by it. She says she don't, but it is deep down. She fucking loves you and me, and that's what she's doing. But she's made a rod for her back. She's a fucking idiot. Start speaking no gangster talk to me and that in the box, and she knows. I was like, shut up, Claire. Do your fucking head in. But I can't believe she turned around and said that. But everyone knows you're absolutely amazing, Mum. Nobody'd listen to Claire, babe. You know that, gorge. Anyway, let me just quickly ring this. What time do you want to go?
Whenever.
Smell.
Hang on, let me just do my number. Don't be pissed off. Oh, she's just fucking hell.
Forwarded to.
Oh yeah, Angie's number's turned off, like. Can we have some more populars, please, guys? I might have to go back in and be with Talia for a little bit. She's bang out of order. She really is. I agree with Talia. I can't love her. I didn't even know if she was saying that. I didn't really know she was saying that, Natalie. I really didn't. Big up FYP News. And that she's ringing SS on her. Well, she wouldn't anyway, but she shouldn't be saying shit like that. Talia's a fucking golden mum, look, I want to tell you straight. Claire Duffy loves the Gandus from Alan Rock. She really, really does, She definitely does. She's a thirsty Duffy. 100%. You know what I mean? I know her. She's the kind of person to invite you around her house and open up the front door. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, Ricksta, you're not with Talia. Get out of it. Yeah. But it's not fair keep bringing the kids up, man. It's crazy. Claire just talks about crack. I agree. She does talk crack. Calm, Claire. We know that, but Duffy likes to take it too far. She really does, Natalie. She does. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Yes, Angie was being horrible. Angie is horrible. And yet again, she's pissed out of her fucking head. And the only reason she's doing this, as you all know, right, is because, you know what I mean, me and many others are starting to get a better platform now after these fucking years. And she just don't like it, you know what I mean? People like her are just falling off the app. They're never going to change. They're always going to say the worst. She sat there pissed as a fart, massive tax bill hanging over her head, right? And she can't believe that she's not getting the gifts she used to get. And it's because of the way she is. I went to St Cuthbert's with a Claire Duffy's probably the same one. God, yeah, Claire is all. She says she's got her own platform. She ain't got a platform. But of course it boils down to jealousy. Definitely boils down to jealousy. Right, listen, guys, I'm going to shoot off for an hour or so, about an hour and a half. Right, I need to go in and calm Talia down. She's obviously pissed off yet again. I'll be back on in, like I said, 8:30. All right. Big love to everybody who supported me for the last few hours. Been great. And she expects the gifts and makes me exactly. I can't believe fucking anyone gives her. See you later, guys. Right, I'll be back on in a few hours. Big love to everyone who's helped me push as well up the populace so far. Yeah, big love, guys. See you in a bit.